Greg Bakun here. I love historic tours of Minneapolis and seeing everything it has to offer. But, if you know me, I like to include a little spooky in my tours, which is why I found the perfect combination. Minneapolis Trolley Tours does this amazing candlelight ghost tour that you have to check out. It's an extremely immersive experience. It's a trolley trip that starts out at a haunted mansion, traveling around Minneapolis locations exposing ghost stories that the public and business owners would rather left untold. Then a tour of the aforementioned haunted mansion where ghosts of past residents from the 1800s reside, plus a lot of surprises to discover. Next, experience Gertrude's After Hours. Did I mention Gertrude is the mansion's most famous ghost? Maybe she'll show up. And you finish up the tour at Gertrude's Lounge in the haunted basement of the mansion with refreshments and Q&A. The trolleys are climate controlled and the mansion is restored to perfection. Check out MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for more information.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience. Because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us. First of all, everybody, happy Halloween. Right? It's better than I thought it was going to be, so I appreciate that very much. We'll work on it throughout the night. I appreciate it. We are live at the 300 Clifton Mansion in downtown Minneapolis, and we have a party atmosphere going on here. There's a lot happening. We're in the carriage house, actually, this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful location, and we're going to talk about it throughout the night. We are going to be on for not one, not two, not three, but 4 hours tonight. We're going to be on for 4 hours, and you all who are here right now, you are trapped. You have to be here all 4 hours. And if it goes well, we're going to do another 4 hours. So just know there's plenty. There's plenty to go through here. First of all, once again, everyone, happy Halloween. Thank you for spending time with us tonight and taking part. First of all, this is also very interactive, my friends. So I just want to say, maybe if you're around, we got some stuff to give away. If you want to share a Halloween experience or a ghost story, you can certainly do so. Speaking of ghost stories, speaking of spooky locations, I want to introduce Adam over in Eden Prairie at the AM 950 studios. And last year when we did it from the Grand Garage, you got kind of the awakening, didn't you, out there?
Yeah, I got a little bit of one. Had the REM pod go off in studio while Char was doing a laser grid session out at Stillwater last year. So this year we've decided to put a camera facing the REM pod. So if by some chance something like that should happen again, you folks will hear that noise, and as you can see, it takes a pin and a reach for me to touch it. So if it goes off, I'm not going to be the one touching it. Also, tonight, we do have a very, very charged feeling radio station.
Do you?
I walked in here today, Brett was here, talked to Brett for a little bit, and as soon as Brett bounced and I started turning off all the lights, it really got charged in here tonight. So I am looking very forward. I also put a digital recorder in the secondary studio and asked anyone if they want to come and talk during this, talking to my recorder, and I'll listen to it tomorrow and see if we have anything next week for the shows that may have come up on it.
Well, I mean, huge electricity. I mean, Matt McNeil was in earlier.
Yeah.
So, that may be what it's all about. Now, Chuck says that there's a huge echo, and I'm just going to point out there, I did some Marconi stuff over in my end. So, Chuck, let me know if the echo is still there or not. I pressed a button. So let me know if that button worked for you. So, here's the thing, folks. this is a live show, so anything can happen tonight. And this isn't an invitation, by the way. You know, anything can happen. It's not for you to try to show me what you all can do, by the way. Basically, though, is that you know, if we cut to a room and they can't hear us or it drops out or anything, just please know that it's that we'll fix it or whatever else. Also, folks, if you're listening on the radio, thank you first of all, but also this is a huge Facebook program tonight. It's very visual tonight. Go over to AM 950 Radio on Facebook. Go over to GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun on Facebook, and you can see everything that we have going on throughout the whole evening. And we got a lot of stuff going on here. Just to quickly go through stuff throughout the night, and we're going to show the rooms here in a moment. Throughout the night, we are going to be going through different rooms. I'm going to put them on the screen, but no one needs to, in the rooms, need to say anything. But as you can see, we are, this is pretty cool, isn't it, Adam? I mean, I love this. It's all night vision, and it looks, and I'm going to be honest, I did not set any of these up tonight. This is not me. Normally, I'm the one that's doing all the setup, but my investigators who have kindly taken their Halloween to join us, Char, Lisa, AJ, Liz, they set these up for us tonight. Don't they look amazing?
They look great. I love the angles of them. Oh my God, these are beautiful this year. These are absolutely great.
See, you don't know when to stop, do you? Instead of just saying they're beautiful, you have to be this year, like last year. So,
it wouldn't be Halloween if I didn't.
Right, exactly. So we're going to go through these rooms in a bit. We're going to and what you may not realize is in those rooms, it's not just the investigators, it's actually also people who have bought tickets to investigate with them and to have the experience. So we're going to cut to them throughout the night. I mean, we might cut through them. I mean, it's Halloween. You never know. I mean, you don't worry, folks. You're in the safe room here for now. And from there, then we can just see how the night goes. We are going to have with us in about 20 minutes. We're going to have Ernie Pack join us from Pac-Man Paranormal. I want to say he's a GhostBox favorite, but that's not true. And then we also are going to have Maryam Faresh join us before Myth or Mystery. And we talk about Myth or Mystery. We talk about Myth or Mystery all the time. If you don't ever watch on my Facebook page, I'm going to do a live version of that tonight as well at the 9 o'clock hour, and we're going to give away stuff to everyone here. It's going to be amazing. I'm excited for it. And then Chuck is on your side, folks. If you can see on the monitor, we have the comment from people watching, and he says no slashing the patrons, so you're all safe. I mean, Chad is at the door, so you have to get past him first. But I think you'll be fine. He's a nice guy. So I don't know. You're not dressed up though, I see, Adam.
No, well, technically I did dress up. I'm going as the same thing I've been going as for the last 20 plus years, a poor college student.
Yeah, it's working for you. It's good. I like it. Let's see here. Denise Pack says, Denise, who is Ernie's wife, I hope you don't mind me saying that on air, Denise. Denise says that I'm trying to get Ernie to put a shirt on before joining you at 7:30, so that's frightening. So we are going to get some scares tonight, my friends. This is not going to be a night without some horrific moments. So let's see here. Why don't we do this, Adam? Why don't we just kind of take a look? I'm allowing everybody in the rooms to kind of get situated, but I want to kind of show folks at home what we have here. So once again, I'm in the carriage house, and I think we could have the music a little bit louder, quite frankly. Let's a little bit, right? There we go. Adam will let me know if you can't hear us anymore. But this is a party, and we're having a lot of fun here. And so just so you know, none of you may realize, but you all have a camera on you. And so this is kind of what we're looking at. We got people here, and they're alive, they're living people. And yeah, come on out, say out. And don't forget, folks, come on over and say hi. I have a mic over here. Just don't swear. That's all I'm asking for tonight. I don't have a lot of requests here. Just don't swear at us. So this is in the other side of the carriage house. It is absolutely beautiful. You know, it's so wonderful. And there's a downstairs and an upstairs. The downstairs has a completely different vibe than the main floor. The upstairs is beautiful. There are are there 3 bedrooms upstairs?
Yes.
Yes, 4? 4 bedrooms upstairs. Wow. So, and there's one on the main floor here. So this place is just absolutely wonderful. And let's see here. Chuck says, I wish I was there. You know, and that's a good point because they do, it's a bed and breakfast. So you can go over to 300clifton.com and you can book these rooms that we are going to be showing the investigations in. And the first room, and it's no particular order, but we have the Gilded Age penthouse. What floor is that on?
3.
That's on the 3rd. So we're going to go down, and you can see we have the night vision going and stuff. It's really cool. And so they're getting themselves situated, but that's what's happening right now. We can go over to the master bedroom. This one is not available because it's the owner's place, but they're allowing us to set up a camera in there. And so once again, this is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful room. Just everything had been, if I'm not mistaken, they'll correct me if I'm wrong, everything had been kind of rebuilt and redecorated back to like 1906. I think that at least some of the rooms are reset to 1906. Moving on from the master bedroom, this is the Crystal Mansion room. Isn't that just stunning, Adam?
Oh, that is beautiful. That's on what, the 2nd floor?
That's on the 2nd floor, right?
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. No, this is a absolutely stunning home. And Adam, you were part of our event that took place, I think, just toward the end of September when we had that fantastic trolley tour ride. And you saw the main floor, and that main floor just blows me away, quite frankly.
That main floor, especially that first room when you go in, the front doors, and hang a left. That room, I don't know why, but I just felt insanely comfortable in that room.
All right, so here's I thought I saw this too. And so folks who are out here, if you want to watch, make sure you're watching the screen because Brian here just said, I just saw an orb in the master bedroom. And I thought I saw, and Brian, was it in the upper right-hand corner? Because that's what I saw when I was looking. And I feel like Adam is at a disadvantage because I know where he's at, and it's hard for him to see stuff like as a full room. So that's what I saw. Brian, let me know if you see that as well. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing tonight. While we are talking, like while I have Ernie on, you might not see us, but you're going to see the different rooms that we're in. And you can see the activity. We may not even hear what all the investigators are saying, but we're going to be able to see what's happening in the rooms because we want to know if we're seeing something that they're not. You saw it. Okay, so Brian says in the master bedroom that he saw an orb over the bed. Over the bed. Oh, see, I saw something, and actually I kind of looked at it almost like shadowy up in the right-hand corner. So, yeah, this is, that's interesting. Now, Cynthia says that, hi, Greg, tonight I'm going to try and remote investigate with my necromancer. That sounds amazing. And let us know what's going on. In fact, folks, anybody, okay, anybody. I just want to let you all know, you saw what we're talking about too. Call us. Give Adam a call tonight if you see something and you want to talk about it, and you can come on the air, Cynthia, you're more than welcome to call in. Let us know if you're getting anything. You can call in 952-946-6205. The number is 952-946-6205. You're more than welcome to not only call in about that, you're welcome to call us regarding what's your favorite Halloween memory. For example, my whole life, from the time I was super young, itty bitty little, to which was about a year ago, till like maybe in my teens, my mom every Halloween would bring home KFC. Back in those days, known as Kentucky Fried Chicken. For those who don't know, because I don't know if you know that is. Okay, so I just want to make sure. So that's a memory, and I tried to keep that alive for a number of years, just on my own. It's just not the same. But if you have a memory that you want to share, just let me know and call in, put it in the comments. That's what it's all about. We're just going to have some fun here tonight, and bring on some folks, do some investigating, do our panel show. I think that it's going to be a super fun night. Adam, do you have like a memory that just is like sticks with you from like being young or since you started a family?
Actually, probably my biggest memory is actually the question of the week, too, that I also posted. The same year I was Gizmo, or the Mogwai, from Gremlins. That was like the 1 year my mom took me out. She had a bunch of her friends and their kids, and there was probably like a group of like 6 adults and 8 kids. And we just ran the neighborhood grabbing candy left and right. Easily my favorite Halloween ever as a child. And then after becoming a father, it's been every year of the years I've been able to hang out with my daughter Morgan and her costumes every year. It was I think for the first 8 years of her life, it was a different style of fairy that she would go as. So, those are the cherished ones for me.
I know that, it's still fun to always dress up. That never changes. But for me, I firmly believe that Halloween is for families, for children. And I love seeing like really, really little ones running around as like a butterfly or a fairy or whatever else. I think those are just wonderful moments to do that. Now, I also want to just let everyone know as well about the question of the week. And we do this every week. We ask the question. We love it when folks, and that includes all of you, don't be shy. I know you're not shy people. So the question of the week here is, what was your favorite costume you dressed up as for Halloween, whether child, adult, both? I'm curious to know what you all thought. Anyone in the audience, feel free to answer. Love it if you come up and talk on the mic. You can also shout it out. I might not be able to hear it. But also in the comments, you can call in. And honestly, Adam, I wasn't paying close enough attention to the fact that when you talked about being Gizmo, I actually thought you said last year. I thought you wrote last year.
Well, I could have said last year because I didn't have a camera on me last year. I could have said I was a Mogwai and no one would have known.
I don't know. I always think of you as kind of a Wookiee, though, to be perfectly honest.
I could do a Wookiee. I could definitely pull off a Wookiee.
Yeah, I'm thinking like you're not tall enough, but we're not going to shame you for that. So, but I think that could work very well. So let me actually. Do you want to hear what people thought for their favorite Halloween costume?
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't we do that? And so on Facebook, I pointed out, like I posted about it, and I used one of those pictures from the let's see if I can pull it up here, from like the 80s of how people were dressed. Remember the costume? Did anyone have to dress? See if it comes up there. Anyone have to dress like that in those vinyl masks that are absolutely like suffocating? It's absolutely suffocating. But man, those were the days. Did you have to wear those, Adam?
Oh yeah, the old Ben Cooper costumes. Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what they're called, Ben Cooper costumes?
Yeah, he was the one who designed the original ones. They're the ones with the plastic mask with the little hole in the mouth that you kept trying to stick your tongue through no matter what age you were.
It is true, right? I can do it. I know I can do it. Ah, I caught myself. Yeah.
It's so maddening. Actually, I still have one of those, still in box, but it's the Adam West Batman 1966. I believe it was produced in 1973. I found one in box years ago at a antique store, and it's still sitting in box on my wall.
Is that your retirement?
No, nobody wants Adam West stuff other than me.
Okay, here's a memory for me back in when I think it was like second grade or something. Most of my Halloween costumes were the Ben Cooper variety. But one year, my mom was a pretty good. She would sew very well. She decided that because I was really big into the Muppets, and she's like, I'm going to make a costume of Fozzie Bear. Like, it was like, this thing was like a production. This thing wasn't like, oh, it was like a nice little like white mask and just like, maybe, I don't know, just like a shirt or something in the color of Fozzie Bear. This thing was heavy material, and I swear it was like a paper mache head that you put on over you, and this thing was evil. I don't know if there's any other way to put it. The thing was, I mean, you can't help but be like in awe of it. That the sheer scope of this wonderful costume, and it means so much to me because my mom is no longer with me. But this thing was bad. This thing was like 30 pounds or something. It was and I had to dress up at school, and it was a Catholic school. Had to dress up, and it was this thing. I mean, I still remember feeling the pain of, and then taking it off, feeling good, and then putting it back on because we had to go out trick-or-treating that night. That would have been a great night. It would have been great to wear that in '91 during the big blizzard. That's for sure.
Oh, I wondered when that was going to come out. We had snow here in the Twin Cities on Halloween. I was wondering when the first person was going to talk about the blizzard of '91.
Absolutely. Well, it's kind of how it goes, and that's just really what it's all about. And out in Crystal, did you get snow?
Yeah, we got, I would say we got about 3/4 of an inch of snow, but it was mainly slush.
Yeah, we got mainly slush, but it was still unwanted, unwarranted, not necessary. Right?
Yeah. It's fine. Snow to me is fine, like December 21st through December 31st, then it just needs to go away.
Right, we're just done then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's the way I feel.
Now, Violet says, my mom always made my sister and my costumes, but we loved it when we get the old Ben Cooper. Does everyone know these are called Ben Cooper costumes except me? Honestly, I've never heard that until today. Now everyone's just throwing it around like, hey, I'm wearing my Ben Cooper costume right now.
If there was a Ben Cooper Doctor Who outfit when you were a kid, you would have known who Ben Cooper was.
Nobody talked about Doctor Who in the 80s. It was now everyone's all excited about it, but back in the 80s, nobody wanted to do it. Just so you know, and Lisa is letting me know, and I'm not going to put the audio on quite yet. Where is she? Let's see. What's the Broad Street room? Why are we not calling the rooms the same thing as what's on here? Where is she at? Is this where she's at? No, I don't think that's her. Is this where she's at? She said that they're getting a lot of voices. Oh, that's where Char is at. No, I don't know. Well, we'll figure that out. But they're getting activity. That's all we need to know. And Violet said, because we didn't finish Violet's message here, Violet says, my mom always made my sister and my costume, but we loved it when we got to get the old Ben Cooper plastic one like everyone else. I think we were both Woody Woodpecker. There is something to be said that if, now I think a homemade costume would be amazing, but back then everyone wanted well, my friend has the Ben Cooper costume, so why can't I?
Well, the thing is, too, with buying the Ben Coopers then, Some of them would come when you were done. The plastic shirt essentially was a poster of whatever you were, and you could like hang it up on the wall and have like Amazing Spider-Man on your wall or something like that.
You know, you're right, because I was Spider-Man, and I remember that it wasn't like the spider symbol and red and everything. You're right; it was like looked like a comic book cover or something, didn't it?
Oh yeah, they were beautiful. I loved them.
Yeah, no. So it's so they are in they're in the Gilded Age penthouse. Okay, there's Lisa. So they're getting voices right now. When we come back, and we're going to head out in about a minute for break. We're going to have Ernie join us, and I see him in the queue already. And then we might go and see what's going on and just kind of eavesdrop a little bit on what they're doing. And then from there, just kind of see what's going on. I mean, sounds like a lot of fun, Adam. I don't know. I mean, I'm a little jealous. I'm not out there investigating myself, but I got some great people there that are investigating tonight.
I really wish I was out there too tonight. This is going to be a blast. I can't wait until this really gets rolling. And the fact that they're already getting voices and it's 7:30 is absolutely fantastic. But also with the energy level right now between the carriage house and the main house has kind of got to be really up there.
There's so much happening here, and there's such a vibe, and there people are coming and going here because there's trolley tours and psychic mediums and stuff in our investigation. So there doesn't look like people here now. They're actually all somehow decided not to be on screen, which is pretty crazy. But they are here. We have so much going on that it's just a lot happening. So let's do this. Let's take our first break. When we come back, we're going to bring on Ernie Pack from Pac-Man Paranormal, Fort Duffield. We're going to have a conversation with him. We're going to check in on the rooms. There's a lot going on here. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun. Happy Halloween, everybody, and happy Halloween here at the 300 Clifton. That's where we are live from tonight, and very excited. We were going to go to the Gilded Age penthouse, but it looks like everyone's sleeping there, which is how it goes, and that's fine. We'll figure it out. I also want to say real fast, I wanted to give a special thanks. Every Friday, I do my show. I replay a show on URL Radio, and they were kind enough to allow us to broadcast this live event on URL Radio on Facebook. So please go over to URL Radio on Facebook. They're out of Bismarck. They do a lot of other programming. It's not just paranormal by any shot. And we are very blessed to be partners with them. My show runs on their Fridays at noon, and we are just really happy. And thank you for allowing us to run with you all tonight. I really appreciate that a great deal. Adam, we're working our way through Halloween, aren't we?
We're getting there. We're only a half hour, a little bit more than that, into this 4-hour live, and I see the man, the myth, and the legend himself has joined us.
Well, thanks for jumping ahead of me again, Adam. Appreciate that. We got on with us Mr. Ernie Pack. How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Good. Well, first of all, happy Halloween. It's good to see you.
Happy Halloween to you.
You've had a very busy month, and first of all, we always like to joke and kind of get each other, but you've had a great month, a lot of stuff going on. How are you holding up? And first of all, thank you so much for taking the time joining us tonight, because I know you've had so much going on.
Yeah, it's been a busy month. This is a busy time of year for anybody involved in the paranormal. We've had events, we've had Paracons, a Bigfoot convention, and then we had the Supernatural Soiree this past weekend up in New Jersey. We've done a lot of traveling, and it's all behind us now. We're done. We're done for the year, and we're going to take a little break and relax and catch up on things.
Oh, I know. It's a lot of stuff, and trying to get it together, but this is what we signed up for, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now, Now, folks who may not know who Ernie is him and his wife Denise. You are what's the proper term for your involvement with Fort Duffield?
We manage the paranormal investigations at Fort Duffield.
Okay.
We host them. We plan them. We do all of the paranormal work for the Friends of Fort Duffield, which is the volunteer group trying to restore and preserve that Civil War fort.
And for those, just because there's a lot of people who are new to the show tonight, are new to knowing the Packs. Fort Duffield is actually in West Point, Kentucky.
Yes.
That's kind of, and I've been there, and it is such a phenomenal location. I won't get into the details of, us meeting Bigfoot out there or anything like
right.
that, because it's true, it's happened. But we also had the Fort Duffield is kind of buddied up next to Fort Knox, so for people to understand where it is. But then also a couple blocks up from Fort Duffield is where you live, the Ditto House, and we should talk a little bit about the Ditto House.
Yeah, that's where I'm sitting right now. I'm in the murder room here at the Ditto House. It was built in 1841. It's been a private residence. It's been a bed and breakfast. It's been a Civil War hospital. It's been a brothel. It's had many incarnations over the years, and there are a lot of stories that have been passed down through the years from all the different existences that have happened here.
It's amazing. I've been to the Ditto House. I've stayed there. The only scary thing about the Ditto House was Ernie, and but it's a very wonderful house. First of all, I mean, all joking aside, the area is a beautiful area, let alone where the house is. But it is also very haunted. We all had experiences there while we were there, let alone what you and Denise put up with on a daily basis over there as well. Yeah,
it's. I mean, everyone that's come. We've opened up a few dates for private investigations, and everyone that's come so far has had something to, really jump out at them, literally in some cases. I mean, it's. And, of course, on a day-to-day basis, we have things happening all the time. So it's kind of that was a bonus for us. When we bought the house, we didn't know about all of that. And then we Googled the house because it's got a historic marker on the front of the house, and it says Ditto House Inn. When we bought it, we knew it was 204 Elm Street, West Point, Kentucky. We didn't know it was the Ditto House Inn. So we Googled the Ditto House Inn, and one of the first search results on Google was 6 reasons why the Ditto House Inn is Kentucky's most haunted house. Wow. And we were like, bonus. So it's worked out good for us, though. I mean, we're really enjoying it. I mean, there's nothing bad here. We've got Civil War spirits. We've got children's spirits. We've got some ladies and some women that might not have been ladies, among other things here.
Okay, and there's a lot of, I mean, you all have seen like a lot of full-bodied apparitions there too, right?
Yeah, we have, and we have a lot. What amazes me about this place, most folks who know who I am know that I spent a lot of time at Waverly Hills as a guide and host for private overnights there, and that's an incredibly active place. But something that happens here that I didn't experience nearly that much at Waverly was the physical manipulation of things, objects moving, doors opening and closing, and things disappearing from one location and reappearing to another location, what we call apporting.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing happens around here a lot. And it's amazing to me. I mean, even as someone who's been in the business 30 years, or close to it, I mean, I'm always amazed when I see something happening. We got a chair downstairs, a rocking chair downstairs that we've got facing toward the fireplace. And apparently the spirits here want it to be facing toward the couch because every couple of days that chair will be turned toward the couch when no one's been in the room.
Right. Well, and you know, and so Chris here in the comments says Civil War seems to haunt the entire East Coast and Southern states. So much death and trauma, but I would also say that it comes up. I mean, you know, it's obviously in Kentucky. There's even, you know, up in Minnesota. You know, we have places like Fort Knox. Fort Knox. We don't have Fort Knox up in Minnesota. We have Fort Snelling, and we have, you know, I've investigated a hospital that's now a house, kind of like your situation. That was, you know, in some form active during the Civil War. So I mean, the breadth of stretch that the Civil War, you know, hauntings have taken is quite amazing, honestly, because it goes into the Dakotas.
Yeah, it's, and you know, I mean, we could get into my whole theory on us being in a sweet spot right now to experience Civil War spirits. It gets much deeper, but yeah, I think that the death and trauma and all just the emotion, because, you know, I mean, you've heard it said thousands of times, you know, I mean, you had brother against brother and things of that nature going on.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And it's I mean, you're kind of in a unique position to kind of see what as far as the Civil War hauntings go, you know, of the fact that Fort Duffield, and I think it needs to be explained to those who want to know, Fort Duffield is an earthen fort. It's not a brick and mortar fort. And much of those walls are still there. They're not as tall as they once were back during the Civil War, but they're about, they started up like 17 feet or something, and now down to about 12 or so.
Yeah, they're probably 12, 13 foot tall now. Of course, the erosion over time is taking its toll on them. And, you know, that's part of what we're doing with the paranormal stuff is trying to raise funds to hopefully restore at least a portion of the wall as it was originally. But it was, like you say, around 17 to 19 foot tall, earthen fort with, you know, it had a wooden wall on one side with dirt piled against the other side. The inside was the wood. And, of course, over time, the wood is rotted away and the walls started to kind of melt down, if you will. But, like it says over here in the comments, I mean, we've got everything up there. We've got spirits. We've got Bigfoot. We've got fairies and UFO activities.
And Stacy from URL Radio says, I can't even imagine the amount of residual energy. And I'm sure. I mean, and I think like that night that we were there, we smelled that old time candy. I mean, to me, that feels like that's a residual piece as well.
We've had things like you smell gunpowder. We've had the full. Every sense that we possess has been touched up there. You know, sight, sound, smell, taste, everything. You pick it all up.
Now, I just want to quickly remind everyone, we are live at the 300 Clifton, and people who are in this carriage house with us, you do not have to be quiet. We want to hear you be excited. If you have anything that you want to share with us, if you want to come up, talk about your Halloween experiences, by no means, this is not meant for you all just to be quiet and just have your conversations. I mean, first of all, it's only Ernie talking, so, you know, no real loss. Yeah, you're just like,
it's just me. Talk over me. Greg does it all the time. It's no big deal.
Easy to do. It takes about an hour for a sentence to come out. So yeah, anyone coming in here, you don't need to be quiet. You can enjoy yourself, or you can listen. You can come up if you have some paranormal stuff you want to share, or whatever else, or if you have a question for Ernie, for that matter. I mean, there's so much here. Now, Ernie, would you mind if we go, and you can stay with us, obviously, but we go check out the Gilded Cage penthouse, see if they can hear us or not. I'm not sure if they'll be able to hear us, but
absolutely.
Kind of see what's going on there. I'm just going to turn off a couple windows here and see if they can hear us.
Are you okay with how they turned the house into a B&B?
Is any of your stuff still here?
Yeah, that K2 is going off. Hello, Greg. Oh, crap. This is what happens when you
So I just saw something fly in the corner.
It's going off.
Right above you, Lisa. I just saw something above you.
K2 keeps going off.
What are you all doing in there? What else do you have in there right now?
AJ has his necrophonic going. We have an ovulus going. We have the K2 meter going, and we're getting a lot of responses with the necrophonic.
We are just going to sit and listen, and we'll be muted, and we're just going to just kind of spy on you for a couple minutes, okay?
Okay. Eugene, can you come through again for us, please?
Who's still up here?
Other room?
Which other room?
No.
Are the little children still here?
What was that? That was a full sentence. There it is again. Yeah. Who's talking to us? Can I get your name, please? Hello. Is this your room? Was this always a bedroom?
Yep.
What color is the blanket on the bed right now?
She said something about color.
Yeah. Well, I'm recording it all, so I'll listen back to it. Just so we know that you're still here, can you change that green light to a red or orange or yellow?
Who's knocking over here?
That was you.
No.
That wasn't.
That was not you.
No.
I thought it was you hitting.
I thought you hit the radiator.
What?
No, I haven't moved.
Is it warm?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So.
Okay, so I think it's the
kicked on.
radiator. Okay, debunked. It's the radiator.
It's hot.
Okay.
It's really
all right. Yeah. Well, that explains why it's so damn warm in here.
Yeah. Sitting here and I'm like, no, that's not me.
Oh my gosh.
What other room should we go into?
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, do it.
What year is it?
What's your favorite holiday?
It almost sounded like Easter.
It did.
A little bit.
Again.
I just heard it come through on the like on your
Oh, the
like,
phone?
yeah. Instant replay. Oh.
Yep. K2's going off again.
Did you hide Easter eggs?
Lisa, we're wondering if there's anyone in the hallway by AJ. We're all wondering. We think we're seeing.
Yeah.
We were wondering if there's anyone in the hallway because it looked like this.
Yes. There's activity in the hallway. REM pod by.
There's a person in the hallway.
We are split up a little bit.
We are split up a
so
little bit.
people are
There
out
are
in the
some
hallway.
people in the hallway. It's not Jake.
It's not. Those are real people. They're alive.
Thank you.
We have a grid set up in the hallway.
We're gonna. We're seeing. You guys see a lot of like dust or something in the room?
No.
We're getting it on. I mean, there's something flying around the cameras. You all seeing it by chance?
No, I swipe my
very-
finger around
very
and there's no
clean.
dust.
Yeah, Norman would probably kill me for saying that we see when we're about dust in the room, but we're seeing orbs.
There's a lot of. I mean, I can feel that there's a lot of people.
Okay.
At one point, we had 7.
Another one just went down. The bedpost. It went straight down. Yeah. I'm going to ask our audience here. Anyone have any questions for our investigators in the mansion? What's that?
How many spirits?
Do you have any idea how many spirits are in the room with you?
We had asked earlier, and it said 7, but it honestly it fluctuates because there are some there's delay. There are some that they come and go. They come and go. We've had kids in here. There's a man that definitely keeps coming back. Same voice. Female, same voice.
Ernie, do you have any questions?
There's a lot of activity.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I was unmuted. It's okay. I was just wondering if that room was indeed actually a bedroom back in the day, or if that was just an attic space, because it looks like it's up very high in the house.
You're right, it does, doesn't it?
So I didn't know if that actually was a bedroom, originally, or if it had been renovated
We're
into.
on the 3rd floor.
Right. And I don't know. I don't know if there's anything above that, right? I mean, no, it's so it could very. Would that be where the servants live?
Yes.
Okay, that's where the servants live. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Anybody else have any questions before we? It's kind of cool, isn't it? And there's, I think there's still tickets left for the next run. We're doing this all night. We're letting people investigate the mansion. So if you're interested. Thank you, Lisa. Really appreciate it. That's great. Okay, so with that, why don't we do this? Ernie, what do you think of this place? I mean, I know you haven't been there, and I know it's it's different than Fort Duffield, and it's different than the Ditto House. But I mean, these places are really incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, I love old homes. I mean, that's what led us to buying this one. Was we've investigated several of the older Victorian style mansions, and I mean that's my jam. I love that whole look and feel, the architecture, the woodwork, and all that. I just love that era.
Absolutely.
And the house looks amazing. I saw your podcast on it earlier that you did, or your radio show, I guess, that you did earlier with the owners. And it just looks like a fascinating place.
Absolutely. Now, Char says hi to you, even though she's like 10 feet from me. The magic.
Hi, Char. Miss you. Y'all need to get down here.
And we were kind of talking about that, aren't we, for next year, doing an event over at Fort Duffield, taking the Minnesota contingent down as well.
Yeah. I doubt we'll sell any tickets, but we'll have y'all come down. No. No, that should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I mean, if you don't show up, I'm sure we'll sell more tickets. I think that's kind of how that operates.
Yeah, usually.
It doesn't take long for us to kind of turn it into this, does it? I mean,
you started it.
Small child, you started it. We got some questions in the chat, which we'll get to here. I think we're about a minute away from our next commercial break. Ernie, are you able to stick around for another half hour or so?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, for whatever reason, people are interested in you, and I don't see the appeal myself.
Well, it's probably just that look at the options. You got you and Adam. I mean,
well, I do admit, for choice.
That's probably the fairest thing Ernie has ever said on this show.
Oh my goodness, it's something else. And what we got? Well, how much time? We don't have enough time for you to answer a question because we know that takes a long time for you. So no, you can't. You can't get it out that quickly. Don't say anything. So with that, why don't we do this? We're going to come back here. We're going to take this is a longer break, it's about a 5-minute break. But when we come back, more Ernie Pack, and we're getting a question of what's the scariest place you've investigated. So think about that. We'll talk a little bit about Fort Duffield and other things, and we'll go back to our question of the week as well. So this is fun. So we're going to do that. We're going to take a longer break. When we come back, Ernie Pack, and we're going to do more over at 300 Clifton. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun. We are in hour 2 of our live Halloween event over at the 300 Clifton. We have a great deal of stuff coming up in the next 3 hours. We have with us for this half hour, we have Ernie Pack. In the next half hour, we're going to have Maryam Faresh. We're also going to do Myth or Mystery at 9 p.m. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I think that there's a lot of good stuff coming up here. And we're just, in fact, getting a group back from the trolley tour right now. And I just want to say hi, everybody. You going downstairs? See the kind of authority I have here. They can't even see me. Hello. I guess I'm dressed as Ernie Pack for Halloween.
You'd have a crowd around you if that were true.
I don't think so. So anyway, so first of all, thank you for not using a mic tonight. God forbid if we tried to be professional here, but
I never use a mic. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. So anyway,
the mic right here, dude.
At least we don't have the Coke can constantly this time around in the rocking chair.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Halloween. Can we see the door in the back open up?
It'd be nice. I mean, it's right there. We'll see what happens. Who knows?
I mean, it's not going to be on Mr. Mystery tonight, but it will be on at some point.
One of these days.
Denise and Ernie had some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, you always have interesting stuff there happening, but on camera, the door behind you, it's the far door, right? The door. Here, I'm gonna.
In the corner. Yeah, I can walk over there, but it's.
Yeah, that one, and it opens by itself slowly.
Yes, and it has a bolt latch on it. And the door is out of balance. I mean, that has to be latched or it swings open on its own. So, something had to unlatch it for it to have come open like that. And, it's latched closed right now. So.
And it was latched closed the night it happened.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow, that's incredible. So we have, once again, folks, we're over at the 300 Clifton Mansion in downtown Minneapolis, over by Lawrence Park. I do want to remind everybody that the 300 Clifton also has Minneapolis trolley tours there as well, and so those are going all the time. There's paranormal, there's true crime, there's all sorts of wonderful things. You can also book a room at the 300 Clifton. You can book a room at where these people are investigating right now if you want to stay the night, and that's really a lot of fun. And I'm going to see in a little bit if any of them are ready to come back on the air here, but I'm going to set it because there's some questions in the comments here, and I'm gonna say that I'm not going to try to pronounce your name. I apologize. Could you phonetically tell me how your name is pronounced, because it's a beautiful name. But already doesn't have credibility, says I agree with Ernie, so we don't throw that out. But the question is, what was the scariest place you investigated, Ernie?
Well, I'll say this. I mean, the paranormal is typically not scary to me at all. But I did have an experience. Denise, myself, Todd and Leanne Eskew were there. Beth Allen was there. Several of our paranormal family at the time were there at Brushy Mountain Penitentiary. We had an incident in the cafeteria there that it was the stuff of horror movies. And that was definitely the scariest incident that's ever happened anywhere on an investigation for me, and I think for most of the people that were there that night. I mean, it was next level stuff.
Now, is that the place that Denise showed me video of someone being kind of like ropes being
like picked up and slammed down? Yes.
Yeah. And that was also the place that this person who it happened to was provoking as well, right?
Well, she wasn't provoking. She was just there was a dark energy that Denise was just asking her to come over and feel. I mean, the woman was trying to learn more about the metaphysical aspect of paranormal investigation. And Denise said, well, come over here and feel this energy, but don't touch me. And she came over and she touched Denise. And the next thing you know, her eyes turned black and she went flying sideways, landed on her face, slid across the floor, and was screaming and clawing at the floor, trying to crawl that way. And her legs got picked up and she got dragged that way and then picked up and slammed to the floor.
So when we were out there, Denise was telling this experience, and I have to admit, I was kind of like, who knows? I mean, that sounds like a bit much. And then Denise is like, and do you want to see the video of it?
Right.
And then that was like, she showed us the video, and it's the video of this person being picked up and slammed by basically by their ankles, right? I mean, it was. It's definitely was something that that was a lot. Now, Annie asked the question, which I think is a good question, a good follow-up question, is what do you do in those scary situations when someone is touched or thrown like that?
Well, I mean, and I've not had any classes on this. Denise has not had any classes on this. Todd and Leanne, Beth, none of us have taken classes on how to deal with that. It's just something that we do. And what we will do is get them out of that room, get them outside, get them on the ground, on the grass, and then ground them in whatever their faith is. If they're Christian and they believe in prayer, then we pray with them. If they're pagan and they want to do a pagan ritualistic type thing, we do that. Whatever their faith system is, get them grounded. And we use crystals and medallions, Saint Michael, whatever, rosary, whatever it takes, and just get them grounded. Do some breathing exercises with them to get them to calm down. Because when something like that happens, people, it's like it's an instant panic attack, and they can't catch their breath. They're, it's understandable. So there's a whole lot to it. And there's not any one answer to that because, like I say, it depends on what type of attachment or, Rich said over in the comments, possession. I don't know that it's full on possession, but it was definitely a major attachment that affected that lady a great deal. And we've seen a lot of those kinds of things, but nothing to that extreme before.
No, and that's a lot. And I really appreciate the fact that you're like, too. It's like that you're working within the confines of their faith. You're not trying to do anything that takes it away from anywhere else, any other faith or anything like that. And I think that's very important. And you might think, well, that's a no-brainer, but it isn't always. And,
no, some people immediately go to, prayer and holding up the rosary. Well, what if that person, just does not believe in that at all? That's not going to help. They're not going to, because, that getting that out of them starts inside of them, and if they don't have that belief inside them that prayer is going to help, then it's not.
No, and that's just it. And I think we found an example of that at Salina, Kansas, when we first met, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. There was too many people thinking that they knew what was going on, and not enough, clear thinking. And that's the thing too. It's like, let's see, I'm trying to find it was also said that, gosh, she must have been so frightened. And that's the thing is the people around need to be able to be level-headed in those situations so that somebody can actually help them as well.
Yeah. Things are getting ready to get stupid, I think.
I just either it's Denise or a spirit, and I don't know why Denise would come back, but that's look at. Let me make sure that people can see this here. Oh my gosh! We have Civil War. We have now we have dinosaurs in the house. Yes. The Ditto House is truly amazing.
We've got everything here, folks. There's the history here goes way back.
At least 65 million years from that.
Exactly. Yes. Back to the days of the T-Rex.
Well, and that's just it. I think that this might be the dinosaur that built the Ditto House, and it survived the asteroid. So did the dinosaur.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, is that named Smokey the Dinosaur, or?
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into Smokey. We were talking about serious stuff.
Yeah, I know. I could see
and
that.
Then a dinosaur came walking in the room.
Yeah, very serious over there at the Ditto House today. So, that was awesome.
If I would have ever had the Jurassic Park theme to play, now would have been the time to do that.
That would have been a perfect time for it. Exactly.
Yeah, but you didn't, so you're fired.
Well, in that case, do.
So yeah, I mean, so and it is very, I mean, it's very true, and you know, and as you go along, you've dealt with a lot of this stuff, and like more questions in the comments section here. Let's see if I can find it here real fast. So what happens? I don't know if I want to ask that one. There was another one about hitchhiker spirits, and I'm trying to see if I can find here real fast, because that's something that you, myself, Char, all of us have to deal with when we go out on these locations, is making sure that, you know, that we don't have anyone joining us that unwanted in the situation here.
Right. And, you know, I mean, it might sound corny to people who don't do a lot of this and they just hear us saying these kinds of things, but you've got to set the boundaries. You make the rules going in, and as you're leaving, you reinforce those rules.
Hold on a second. Kermit the Frog, you got to come over here. Nope. You got to come over here. Nope. Someone get Kermit the Frog over here. There's a camera right here. You need to be on camera. Come on. There's a T-shirt in it for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Ditto House had a dinosaur. Nope, right in front, right here. You can't see it.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay, no, for goodness sake. No, because it's stuff. And everybody from the show who's supposed to help me is there. We go. There's Kermit the Frog.
Nice.
That is fantastic.
Looking dapper, Kermit.
That is amazing. I like to wear my sunglasses in my mouth too. So, can I give you something? A prize? Do you want a prize?
Sure.
All right. How about, because we're doing a show called Myth or Mystery. We're doing that at 9. But here is a mug. All right. So I'd like to give you this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is fantastic. And so come on over here. You got to come over because you're a duo over here now. And so would you like a mug as well?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go. And please show off your mugs for the camera.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Those are fantastic. Really, I love those. That's great. Thank you so much. You guys are great.
Thank
That's
you.
Fantastic. I love that. That's good. All right. You have dinosaurs. We have Kermit and Miss Piggy. What can you say?
You win.
But it's not a competition. I know you like to think everything's a competition.
Well, I was getting ready to break out my Bob Ross wig and beard.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you can see I went all out myself tonight. So that's
yeah.
That's, just as you did. So
hey, I wore the new Pac-Man Paranormal shirt. That's right.
We'll show it off.
This is the front. There, right there.
Thanks.
Got the ghost and the squatch, and then the back. Looks like that.
I saw a crack, and I didn't really look at that at all. Oh,
But
gosh,
at least he put pants on. I was worried from what Denise had in the comments.
That's a shame. That's a shame that this is what this show turned into.
You did that. I was just.
God, sweet baby.
I wasn't
Jesus.
going there.
Turn around.
What?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not in here to supervise. Turn around.
We're getting there, folks.
You gotta turn around more.
My God.
Stand up.
We're on a freaking.
Stand up.
Folks are married. This is why this explains what's happening right now.
This is professional entertainment.
There we go.
Here we go.
I really do like the back of that. That is really sweet.
At least they didn't see your crack that time.
Who knew that? Who knew that me asking to show off a T-shirt would take 15 minutes? Really amazing, and even for you, that's a long time. Now that was designed by Rob, right? Designed by Rob.
Yep. Rob Stackowicz of Get Haunted designs and makes some great merch.
That is fantastic. And so you can, if anyone wants to get that and to see what it looks like, not on you but on them, how would they go about and get a shirt like that?
Well, as of right now, you just have to reach out to me, Ernie Pack, just like on the screen if you're watching. or go through Pac-Man Paranormal on Facebook, and we'll get it to you. We're getting our store set up at extremeticketing.com, but it's not ready to go yet.
No. Okay. That's cool. No, it's a beautiful shirt, and it makes me want to show off. We're getting our shirts together as well for GhostBox Radio, and this is just one of them. It's Sasquatch, and underneath it says "Count to 10 and come find me." So
I like it.
They're fun. They're fun shirts, and we're gonna have those available at some point too. And then by the way, you cleared this room. Do you see that? Apart from the DJ, good. There is nobody else in here.
Good. Now I can actually hear you, Greg.
Well, the thing is, it's just more of that. They weren't expecting to see that. It was fun. We showed Kermit and Miss Piggy, and then some kind of monster was on screen, and just like a vertical smile. And man, what a way to ruin Halloween.
Boy.
What you gonna say? What now? What now? What?
My appearance fee is going up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my gosh. So apart from that, I wanted to see if we could go to any other rooms in the house, and no one's responding. I think they're tired of us. I'm going to put up a room while we talk, just because it's just so cool, and I'm not sure what they're doing. We won't butt in. We can still talk with your Ernie, but we were already at the Gilded Age Penthouse. Let's go to let's check out the Clifton Mansion. So they're probably in there just doing some work in there right now, which is pretty cool. Do you nothing else at Fort Duffield coming up in the next few months? I mean, you literally are done for the year.
We are done for the year with everything. Now we did open up some more dates here at the house, starting in 2025, and we got several months still available. We're doing one Friday night per month, and that particular Friday can be negotiated. We'll find one that works, one Friday within, say, the month of July, that works for whoever would like to book it. And we've got several months still available. Right now it's $500 a night for up to 10 people. Mm-hmm. And it includes a tour of the house, an investigation, place to sleep, and then we'll feed you breakfast and then kick you out the door.
Sounds good. Folks, and I've stayed at the Ditto House. I mean, just don't leave your own food around. But it's really good. I mean, it's a great experience for sure. And that's the fun part about it, is that you can truly experience history. And did it get to go to your backyard at all? Because that's just beautiful.
Yeah, we've got two rivers that come together right behind the house. The Ohio River and the Salt River come together right in our backyard. And we've got a fire pit back there. And it's a cool place to just go and chill. Just see
that's what we did. And that's exactly what we're out there is. We just set up lawn chairs and we just hung out there until then. And Patrick says that they just booked it and they're so excited.
Yeah. Patrick just booked it this morning, actually. And we met him up at the haunted Rock Island Roadhouse, which you stood us up on. Yep. And we hit it off really well and talked to him for quite a while up there. And he told us he was going to book the house, and by golly, he did.
That's good. I mean, that's the thing too, is we're wrapping up this half hour with Ernie, and that's the thing too about it is whether it's in Minnesota or in Kentucky, that these local places, you're not a big business owning, and you don't own it, you're managing. You own the Ditto House, but you're managing Fort Duffield. You got to be able to support these locations, because if you don't, they're not going to stay around.
Exactly. When we signed the contract with Fort Duffield, with the city and the volunteer group that runs Fort Duffield, I promised them that we could bring in money, and they told us up front. They said, "Well, we're about history. We're not about hauntings. If this isn't making us money, then we're not interested in it. And, so they would just close it off to paranormal investigation altogether if we weren't actually bringing in money for them. And we've brought in several $1,000s over the last couple of years. So they're happy with us, but we need to continue that next year.
Now, Char just sent a note. She says, can you ask someone with the Clifton house that is down there, is there a doctor associated with the building? I do not have anyone from the from the Clifton house here. Maybe Liz can go and maybe track someone down because there's right now everyone is out, I think, on a trolley tour, which is it looks like they're having a lot of fun with that. So other than that, you're all set. You got stuff headed up for next year. I mean, congratulations on having such a great year. Honestly, it's really been fun to see the way that you and Denise have been able to do a lot of different things and be a part of a lot of different things as well.
Yeah, we've had a great year. We filmed several times with Haunted Discoveries television show. Brandon, Mustafa Gadalari, Kevin Oddie, Craig Owens. It's a great group of people and a great television show. We filmed at a few different locations with them. They filmed here at the house and at Fort Duffield, and that's brought us a lot of attention that we weren't really expecting, and so it's opened some doors for us and gotten us noticed by some folks, and it's kept us busy. So we're really happy about it.
And for those, we've had Brandon Elvis on the program before. Anyone who is able to check it out, Haunted Discoveries, and in fact, it's a marathon today, right? That's ending the season finale. It should be very exciting for people to watch. It's a great program. It really is very good.
It really is. It's more how real paranormal investigation works. It's historical research, and then a lot of times sitting in the dark with nothing happening, but then stuff does.
Totally. And that's just what it always comes down to. And that's the thing is, like, you could sit for hours and nothing happens at all. The fact that we cut to a room in the Clifton, if you're in a Clifton house and they're getting stuff, that's pretty exciting, but don't expect that to be the norm.
Right. Yeah, it's awesome that they got stuff. By 7:30, they were already getting voices up there. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Well, we got some really good investigators up there, and they know their stuff. So I'm really excited about all of that. Ernie Pack, how can people get a hold of you and just kind of get in touch with you if they want to book rooms or book over at Fort Duffield or anything else?
Well, the easiest way is through our Facebook group or page, Pac-Man Paranormal, Packman, like my name, not like the game.
Right.
And we've also got a Facebook group for Hauntings of Fort Duffield. We've got a page called The Real Ditto House in 1841. Or you could just look up myself, Ernie Pack, or Denise Pack, preferably me because Denise hates people, on Facebook, and we'll respond.
This is not a lie.
No.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay. So reach out, and Ernie is a regular on the show. I mean, unfortunately, and he calls in, and I keep asking Adam not to answer, and he still keeps bringing him on. So you may hear him on occasionally, and we like to have fun conversations. We talk a lot about really Bigfoot being probably the biggest.
Yeah. We talk about a little bit of everything though, and it's always a good time. I consider you a dear friend, and I tolerate Adam. And no, Adam's a great guy. I mean, I'm honored every time you ask, man. I'll come on anytime.
Well, you're a fantastic friend too, and Denise is amazing. So happy Halloween to you, Ernie. Really appreciate it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Maryam Faresh join us, heading up before Myth or Mystery, and we're going to talk. She's going to read the house and see what she comes up with. Ernie, thank you so very much. And we're going to be back in a couple of minutes. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And welcome back to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you so much for joining us on Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween to everyone that's just coming in. Hi, everyone. How are you doing tonight? They don't know how to interact. They don't know how to interact with me. They're like, do we acknowledge that he's in the room? Or you can laugh, you can talk. You're totally fine. Carry on with the conversations. We are now. We're getting ready in about a half an hour. We're going to do our panel show, Myth or Mystery, and it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. There's a lot of great conversation about videos that we're going to show, and whether or not everyone else thinks what we're showing is real paranormal or in fact maybe something that isn't. It's not like we're trying to fool anybody. It's more of like there's a video out there. Is it paranormal or not? And that's what we're kind of looking at here. And joining me in this half hour leading up is the creator of Myth or Mystery, and we do this every Thursday at 9 p.m. We have Maryam Faresh with us. And Maryam, how are you doing tonight? Happy Halloween.
Hi. Am I the only one that dressed up?
No, Adam dressed up.
I came as a Wookiee.
We gave away, and did you all see the Kermit the Frog? Hello, can you hear me? Did you all see the Kermit the Frog earlier, Miss Piggy, that came through here? They were fantastic. Are they over there? They were fantastic. I gave away 2 mugs. I gave away 2 Myth or Mystery mugs to them because they were just too good to not. And
I want to see.
They're on video. They're on video, and so I'll send you the. Actually, if they're over there, can you come on over and are they over there? Can you come back on camera for Maryam? Okay, here we go. Here is Kermit and Miss Piggy. Isn't that awesome?
We definitely deserve the mug.
Yeah, that was great. Thank you both. So that was awesome, and thank you for keep coming over here on command. I appreciate that greatly. Yeah, is that fun? I think this is so cool. And I love it when people are original. I cannot be original when it comes to dressing up. I'm never any good at that personally.
Well, I mean, obviously you're in a sweatshirt.
Yeah, and obviously you just fell back to a witch. So, I mean, some might argue that's not dressing up. So, you know.
I mean, I don't look like this every day. Do I?
So Myth or Mystery is on at going to be on at 9:05 tonight, and I'm part of me wants to tell you my
you can do it.
Yeah, I know it's going to be tough, and this is only hour 2. My costume that I wore that I kind of got in trouble with when I worked for Best Buy Corporate years ago, because I was a manager at that point, and we had a costume contest. And I hate dressing up. I really do. I don't like it at all. And right, exactly. And so I'm like, well, I'm at my parents' house, and my dad has this like really funky pair of sunglasses, and so I'm like, I'm gonna wear those. I'm wearing a sweatshirt, so I go on to work the next day because that's how far in advance I planned this. I go on to work the next day, and they're like, "What are you?" And I have the sunglasses on, and I have the hood over me, and they're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm the Unabomber," and they were all just like, "You're what?" And so I won the costume contest. Seriously,
you did?
I did, but they wouldn't give me the prize because I was dressed as, yeah. I mean, we make mistakes. I was younger. I mean, I wouldn't do that again, but it was certainly at that point. It was like, and this is kind of also my way of like, you want me to dress up? This is what I'm going to dress up as. I don't want to do it. This is what happens.
That's the way of getting even.
Right, exactly. And they got even. They fired me later. So, you know, it's not over that.
Is it the costume?
Yeah, no, right. Well, I mean, they didn't say that directly. But no, it was a couple of years later. You're okay with that hat over there? Or, I mean, can you find it?
Speak up more. It's not. I wanted to. Couldn't it? It wouldn't be great if it did that. I should have put something in there to make it do
I really
that.
have no opinion one way or the other of how your hat sticks out. It's quite
Well, obviously, you're dressed in a sweatshirt. And look at Adam. Come on.
I try not to look at Adam.
I want to go talk to not Kermit, Miss Piggy?
Well, they're not on command over here. They're real people. They're not Muppet. Here's the thing. Did you see what we have going on in this house, 300 Clifton? Okay, I want to show you. We have cameras set up throughout the whole joint here. Okay, and this is all the second floor. So right now there is. Is there any investigations happening at the moment?
They're still up there, yeah.
They're still up there. And I haven't done we did one cut-in, and it was pretty incredible. They were just getting voices. We were seeing orbs. They're getting a lot of stuff off camera as well. And it was...
Which room are they getting voices in?
I didn't... What did you say? What room?
Which room are they getting voices in?
All of them.
They were getting them in all of them.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help. Okay.
Well, the main one that they were doing was the penthouse one.
The penthouse one was the... So this one.
Yeah.
This one. And this is where we went to.
Okay. Can I see this one? And who am I talking to?
Greg.
No, who's the female? The female I heard.
Oh, that's Char. You've never met Char.
Hi, Char.
You
That's
want to come over, Char?
Can I see her little face or no?
Yeah, we're working on it. Don't you worry about it. We got a pizza on her chair, okay? We can. You don't have to sit on that pizza.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. We're
thank you.
All right, your mic should be on. Here we go. Here, let's see now. Here we go. I've been saying that for like 45 minutes, but here we go.
Is that Char?
No.
Oh.
This is Char.
Well, is that a ghost or is that a real person? Hi.
You tell me. You're the medium, so.
It looks like very much like a human person.
Yeah, then you're probably right.
Most days.
Char, I've heard so many great things about you. It's so nice to meet you.
Oh, likewise with you as well. So it's nice to meet you too.
Let's get everyone back.
Again, I'm the only one that dressed up. Is it Halloween? Did I do something? Am I on the wrong night?
No, you're fine. I dressed up last weekend when I was in an event, so I was kind of like done being dressed up.
All right, that's fair. Yes, go ahead. Sorry, you're the host, not me.
Well, I mean, even on Myth or Mystery, but that doesn't seem to work either. But you were dressed up over the weekend as...
I was Wednesday Addams.
Oh, yeah, that's so cute. You must have looked great.
It was good. I won a tiara. I was happy.
You won a tiara or you wanted one?
No, I wanted it and I won it for the costume. So I was like, yay.
Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations.
So, Adam, if you could have dressed up, you could have won a tiara tonight as well.
Oh, that's a shame. I really wanted a tiara, too. It would go so well with my hat.
So,
guys, such bummers.
So, Char, your impression of the house, you've been here a lot, actually, before we before we joined your story.
I know.
Which is, can you share that? Are you okay sharing that?
Well, it's funny because I didn't realize it was the exact same house, but I had friends that were the owners before the owners that are here now that owned the house that I met through friends, and I came here a handful of times. I came for like a couple parties, and then I came to do an investigation in the house when they first moved in. So it's funny, when we were driving here, I'm like, oh, I investigated a house in this neighborhood, and it ended up being the exact same house. So, which is so cool because I fell in love with this house, and I absolutely love it, and it's so gorgeous.
It's so funny because we're driving up, because we drove down here together to kind of get ready for the event, and we're driving to this house, and Char is like, it's like, I think it's like right next door to this house. I was like, no, it is actually this house.
It's oh my God, it's the same house, but it used to be yellow. So when I looked it up online, it didn't look like the same house. So I didn't realize it was the same house that we were coming to.
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to say, I see some folks. How are y'all doing tonight? You having a good Halloween? Yeah. Okay. Don't get too excited over there. Especially the gangster. Are you in character? Is that what's going on over there? That you're okay? I'm just
watching
you. Cost your money to smile or what? I mean, come on. It's Halloween over here. Let's have some fun. So, Maryam, yes.
No, I'm just saying that's me. I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. So this is kind of a precursor to Myth or Mystery. A lot of stuff not making sense at once. Did you tap into the house at all?
Oh, okay. Is it my turn? Do I get to? Yes. So I want. Hold on, my hat's falling apart. Wait, what is my thingy doing? That's what you said, right? Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Wait, look what I just did to my hat.
This is riveting radio and television. So
sorry, I forgot where. See, gosh, I was focusing so hard to not swear, I forgot that it's radio.
You didn't swear, you're just boring. So what are you even doing?
It's boring. I was fixing my hat. Okay, so let's do this.
Did you see the last segment that we had? Someone showed their butt crack on the screen because they were trying to show the back of their shirt, and their shirt rode up. It was Ernie.
Well, of course you have to show skin.
Yeah, right, and it was
his wife, the dinosaur.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't unsee that now, right?
No. I mean, it truly is a horrific Halloween. So where's the Great Pumpkin? All right, so now, yes, Maryam, go.
Okay, you want me to actually do what I do? You want me to do what you're paying me for? Oh wait. Okay, so can we look at that room again, the penthouse? Because you know what I felt in there? Yes. An infant. A baby. And I don't know that this baby necessarily even died young or died there, but I immediately saw an infant and a single mother. And it doesn't feel like there was anything okay, hold on, let me finish this thought. They were traveling through, stopping through, but they were escaping something, like they were running from something, and I feel like they were leaving to get away from some big event. This was back in, it feels like before the 1930s. When was the house built again?
That's a good question, because a lot of the house has been redecorated to look like around the time of 1906, but I don't think that's necessarily when it was built. I think it's been around longer than that, but I don't know that for certain. Do you know?
I thought it was 1897.
Okay, there you go, 1897.
Okay, because that makes sense. Because this feels like it happened around 1900, maybe 1910. And they were escaping. They just keep telling me they were escaping something, and they didn't stay long in this house. But something happened, which is why there's like almost an imprint of them there. She didn't have a man or a partner with her. It was her by herself with her baby, and there was this like strange transitional period in their lives, and they moved through it. That's what it is. Okay, so they were moving through it, and they did die together, but not in the home. But after they left the home, it must have been a war of some sorts, because I'm feeling them dying through like an external event that they passing through. Must have been a war of some sorts, because they were escaping someone. They stayed in this home for a short period of time, but they're saying that the home was very comforting, felt actually very safe for them. It was the one time in her life where she felt safe, which is why they're coming back to this space, why they're still in this space, and why they're still there together. And again, I don't feel like it's like necessarily that they're stuck as much as this imprint of their two souls. This was the space that they truly felt the first time in their lives together as mother and daughter. They felt safe, they felt protected. And then once they left that space is when, unfortunately, something happened to them. Again, it feels like they're moving through a war or something, some sort of violent experience as they were continuing their travels. But this home was like their haven. That's the first thing that I feel and felt when I saw that room.
Now, I want to ask the folks that are in here with me. I don't know if you're watching the screen or not. Did you see the stuff on the screen? Yeah, right. Maryam, did you see the screen at all when you were talking?
No.
So we saw stuff that there's another one that just went, like an orb. There's another one.
Jesus.
Now here's the thing, we always say, is it possibly dust or anything? But earlier, AJ, who you can see in the corner over there, that's AJ in the corner. The orb just showed him. He said that there's no dust up there, at least that they could tell. It's a very clean house.
Well, and what you noticed too is the lady that was standing there sat down in a couch just underneath the camera. And if that couch was dusty at all, there would have been some dust that had flown up when she sat down, and nothing did.
This house is pristine.
It is very pristinely clean.
Right, and so anything like that is pretty incredible. So
also those orbs that I just saw now, I could feel them. They were really strong.
What do you think? What were they?
There was one that like came right at the camera. It just felt like the female energy I was speaking to. Okay,
interesting. Now a little bit of and Char, correct me if I'm getting my information wrong here. A little bit about that. That's up in the servants, right?
Yeah.
And and I'm trying to be careful not to. Only thing I'm going to say is that there's a story that we were told that to me feels like could possibly fit into that a little bit, but at the same time I don't want to force like a square peg into like something that whatever. It just I want to be very careful about that. But it's a very interesting room, and would you say that that's the most active room?
I don't know, maybe
something over there. Let's go to. We're going to another room here real fast.
Something just went in front of the camera.
Something went in front of the camera here.
Yeah.
We're going to stay on this. This is the Crystal Mansion room that we're on right now, and so we are just kind of seeing. And Maryam, we have seen, and I think in some cases maybe more of us who are watching than the investigators. The investigators are getting a lot of stuff. But I've seen shadows move across the top of rooms and stuff, and we've been seeing those orbs and stuff. And this place, there is kind of a discoloration just there. This place is pretty active.
Yeah, I can't believe the orbs that we saw. I didn't see the ones in the beginning you guys saw, but after I looked up, I was like, oh my gosh, there's just like this constant. And yeah, you could feel from the orbs. You could feel that they were orbs. They compared to just like particles or something. They felt very energized. This room feels just a little bit heavier to me. It doesn't feel like, it feels like there was a lot more like contemplation, maybe sadness. And so it feels like this room tended to gather folks that were in mourning, and I'm not sure why that is. And maybe again, since this home has been redone, it may just be the area of the home, but it feels a little bit heavier, a little sadder. And it feels like for me, a very masculine energy, very prominent masculine energy. I feel like he's pacing back and forth, contemplating, worried, concerned. And again, what I find interesting is it feels like so many beings have utilized this home as a passing through, like as a place to a safe haven for a moment before they continue on. And so it's like there's so much energy here of people that were in the midst of something massive in their life and used this home as a safe haven. And so there's this energy of that lives there, of so many spirits that I feel visit and come back as, again, a place of more so security than anything else.
Now, during when you were saying, especially about the pacing and stuff, Char, you were shaking your head. That's resonating as well.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the room, like expecting to see somebody pacing right before you said it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So yeah, and Adam picked up something there that Char just mentioned actually to me. It looked like a lighting change in there, very much so. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. Susan says, could this have been part of the Underground Railroad pre-Civil War? No, I do not believe so. That wasn't around here, and this house wasn't here at that time.
Who just walked in that room? Did you just see a head go by?
In which one?
That one.
Okay, let's go over to it. It's the same room that you saw something before.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know if somebody was in the room, but it's like I saw a head go by the bottom. Was it investigator? I just barely caught like a glimpse of him. Like, what was that?
It's hard because sometimes, and thank you for that, because you never know, and it could go either way. So yeah, that's incredible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, what a place. I mean, this house is really, really something, and what a treat to be in here. And I just want to quickly remind folks, the rooms that we're showing tonight, apart from the master bedroom, is available for people to stay in. This place is a bed and breakfast as well, and there's so many rooms, and each one of them is simply beautiful. Did somebody open a door or something in here? Did you feel like air suddenly rushed past? Yeah, from here.
I've just been cold and in general.
Okay, that's actually weird because I just felt cold go across my arms here in the studio, and you just mentioned that. And it is stale, not moving air down here, but it was just cold across my arms.
Well, I'm looking here, and I don't see anything moving. So, anyone else feel like air come in or anything?
Despite those people standing by the door.
Yeah, right. You're not counting you. Is Kermit the Frog here to tell me what if it's been freezing over there? I don't know. He's a reptile. He didn't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. This place is great. I love this.
This is pretty amazing.
It is, and they're like you said, and you both have been able to experience it. It's like there's just a lot of great energy here, a lot of very interesting eras to this house. I mean, it's the story, the history. It doesn't end at one point. It just keeps going with every person, every family, everyone who moves in here. The story just continues and gets more interesting, including with your friends that you knew. I mean,
yeah.
You knew.
I wish I could remember everything that happened. That was like what, 12 years ago?
2012, wasn't it?
So yeah. So but, I mean, I remember we've got like a lady's voice, we got some children's voices. Everything we got back then was very in line with what they were told when we came back this time. Even we had gotten a brief like light anomaly going up the stairs, which is a story about the stairs. So everything I experienced back then held true still. So that's kind of cool that. And they didn't have any of the history. Like they didn't tell me anything back then, so I had nothing to go on.
And Jeremy just put in a comment. He said, I had something very similar happen to me at the Masonic Temple. I believe it's the Salina one. We talked about that earlier tonight, Jeremy. In Kansas, a few years ago, ice cold air brushed past me like someone ran through me. That's a place to do an investigation, by the way, my friends. So, yeah, this is, I don't know. This is something else. Now, Maryam, we are just minutes away from Myth or Mystery because we have a hard out coming up here that we're going to have to get to. Are you excited? Are you excited to try this in this kind of new sort of hybrid format tonight?
Oh, I think it's going to be a blast. Absolutely. Could you imagine if I said no? No, I don't think I want to do it. I'm out.
Yeah, well, that's how that works. I mean, maybe the hat's too heavy. I don't know how it's working for you.
This hat is very heavy. I'm very excited, though. Is Char going to hang with us, though? I want Char to stay.
Are you able to hang? Sure. You just got to talk closer to the mic. People are saying you need to talk a little bit closer. And
sorry.
There we go. That's how it works. Are you leaving us?
Is that Kermit?
Okay. No, I mean, AJ he's like in a backpack, and he's just like, You gonna go out camping or something? What's happening over there?
Just always got to be prepared, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're wrapping up here for hour number 2. When we come back, hour number 3, it's going to be at 9:05. It's going to be commercial free, and we're going to play Myth or Mystery, our paranormal panel show. It's a lot of fun, a lot of going back and forth. Maryam likes to talk for hours at a time, so look forward to that. She laughs. But we're really excited. Thank you, folks, for hanging around with us. We have a lot more to come, so don't go anywhere. Let everyone else know that we're on the air. Up next is Myth or Mystery. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Myth or Mystery.
Tonight, live on the air. Wait for it. All right, the best part of the show, though.
All right, it's time to play Myth or Mystery, the weekly panel show where our panel here, make sure you're actually all here. Oh my God, Ryan. The panel here with the help of our viewers decide if videos or images we're watching tonight are myth, mystery, or unknown. Remember, this series is heavily reliant on our viewers voting on the videos that we're going to look at each week. Also, the folks in the audience, because we are live at the 300 Clifton Mansion in downtown Minneapolis tonight. So, awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. I know some of you will probably go away if you're going on another tour or trolley or investigation, but it's great to have you all here anyway. So it's heavily reliant on everyone. You can only vote for the videos on YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. You can do so on your phone now as well. Though you can comment on the videos from anywhere you're watching from tonight. The link to vote is going to be pinned in the comments section. So check that out, and if we're not able to do so, we'll tell you where it's at and everything. So we're kind of, for the folks that usually watch us every Thursday, we're a little bit abbreviated tonight, so we're going to kind of move things along here a little bit. So let's meet our panel here. First of all, I'll go first. My name is Greg Bakun. I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing so for about 15 years, actually probably a lot more now. And if you're watching and listening to us, I do a show on AM 950 every night, Monday through Friday, called GhostBox Radio. It's all about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. We're going to kind of go off script a little bit. To my left is Char Savoie, the owner of Charvinity, and also works with psychic medium, French Quarter medium, Maria Shaw, and you work on events together, and you're doing some amazing things. Char is going to be joining in tonight, and probably going to be doing more of the panel stuff than I would tonight. I'm going to let you take a look and do that as well. And we'll get to you in a second, Char. I know you wanted to say something. I could see it. I could see it in your face. Next over is Harlow. Harlow is co-producer, graphic artist, research and video researcher. Harlow is also a writer and illustrator with her book, Plugged into the Paranormal, about her lifelong paranormal experiences. Harlow's books are on her paranormal experiences are to be found on Amazon. And we're going to be hearing and seeing from Harlow throughout the show. But we're going to say goodbye to her right now. And I do want to say also that we're going to be giving away a shirt. Well, 2 shirts, but there's going to be a special online shirt we're giving away tonight that Harlow did, and it's absolutely beautiful. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that in a little bit here. Now, I don't see Ghost Inspector Greg on. Let me see if he's a little late. Maybe I need to add him to the stream. Let me just check here real fast. No, I don't see Ghost Inspector Greg.
He was 7:30 because he has grandkids.
See, you gotta forgive me because you're talking in a time stream that I am not familiar with. I am from the Central Standard Time Zone, Maryam, so you'll have to forgive me.
9:30. So 9:30.
Well, now you say 9:30.
I had to do the math on my fingers.
So before we go any further, oh my gosh, what do we have going on here tonight? My gosh, we got the robot himself joining us, Ryan. He's a 15-year paranormal investigator and the evidence review go-to guy. Ryan, we like to make fun of Ryan, but Ryan is good at finding things no one else has found. And whether we like it or not, he's going to hit you with some cold, hard facts when we're going through all of the footage tonight. So it's pretty exciting. You're going to love what he does. Maryam, we just had Maryam on for the last half hour. She did an incredible reading of the 300 Clifton. Maryam is our psychic medium who specializes in remote viewing, aliens, and clearing dark energies. She is also a teacher of spirituality, paranormal, and bridging the gap between the two. Now, if you missed our show last week, head over to Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube to check it out. We had a great analysis on the urban legend, the Hanging Munchkin from The Wizard of Oz. And if you are new to Myth or Mystery, welcome. This show is very interactive, as we love to hear what you think. Because of this, we'd love to have you participate in voting, which is over on YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live, also known as at Maryam Faresh. And yes, you can vote on the phone. For those that are new, at the end of each show, we share a scoreboard for the night and for our regular audience members. Harlow has added in some Halloween flair to Myth or Mystery scoreboard, so check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. So there we are. I thought, what?
Can I put the board up?
Am I connected to Florida?
Yes. Are you connected to Florida? I want to put the scoreboard up. Look I want to show everybody our scoreboard.
Well, I thought that's what I was waiting for. I thought you were going to do that.
Well,
honestly, if we just follow the script that you wrote, then we could easily get to where we need to go to on this. There you go. That's very
that was
nice.
fun to cover up your face like that. Look how
no
cute the scoreboard is.
No anger there. Okay, yeah, no, it's great. No, she did. She, as always, has done an amazing job.
Okay, I'm trying to pin. I'm trying to. It's really hard for me. Listen.
Is it the hat?
It's the hat. It's the fact that I have to watch my mouth. It's so many things.
I know. A whole hour without swearing. How are you going to handle it?
Honestly, you know me. It's not easy.
Well,
okay.
we almost didn't do it because I know you. We know the swearing. While you figure that out, for those who don't know, Myth or Mystery is an interactive paranormal show with a panel of seasoned paranormal investigators, mediums, and audience participation. The panel will individually determine myth, mystery, or unknown. Myth is not paranormal. Mystery is paranormal. Unknown means not paranormal, but may not be man-made or faked either. The audience is polled throughout the show to determine their analysis of each video, myth, mystery, or unknown. When the panel is not unanimous, the audience polling will be the tiebreaker. The audience will also have the opportunity to win prizes via the paranormal trivia question segments. If you're watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube to join the polling. YouTube polling is at Myth or Mystery Live. And I want to say, folks, if anyone who is in the audience now is here when we do trivia, I have a trivia question specifically for Minnesota to win a Myth or Mystery t-shirt. Okay, I just want to let you know. And if you're not able to be here, that's your problem, not mine. So now there is nearly as many people creating fake paranormal and UFO videos these days as there are people trying to capture genuine evidence. Add to that the capabilities of modern technology such as hologram projections, jetpacks, and programmable drones. It is becoming increasingly more difficult to know what is real. That's why shows like ours, Myth or Mystery, are important in helping us remember to always use our intuition and evaluate with a critical eye. So, first of all, friends, happy Halloween. It's good to see you all. Ryan, my gosh, you're in the spirit, aren't you? Let's get you on screen here. My goodness.
Yeah, my kids actually made this one for me. This one was done by Logan, actually.
That looks great.
Oh my God, it's so cute.
That is great.
Also, your background looks great. Your green screen, Harlow made that. That looks really good.
Yeah, I love that one that Harlow made.
Now, did you go out, you all went out trick-or-treating then, right?
We did. Got a little cold, but we made it around, hit almost every house that we could. Kids got a ton of candy. We'll be good.
And you don't live too far from me, so you must have had like the slush as well.
Yeah, we still have probably close to an inch of snow on the ground everywhere.
I would think so. And then we also have two other folks joining us here tonight. We have next to me, we have Char Savoie. And we also have in the lower right corner, Adam, who very well filled in for you, Ryan, last week. And Adam is making sure that when Maryam swears that we hit the delay button on that. So we're well taken care of there. So this is cool. I mean, I am really excited, and I know I'm kind of getting ahead of ourselves here, that when we get to image number 1 and we look at that, I'm really curious to know what people think about that, Maryam. I don't know what to think about it myself.
Well, I posted a little promo online, and I was like, honestly, if I saw this on social media, I wouldn't believe it. I would be like, it's fake, it's not real, I don't buy it. So listen, I might even be voting myth on my own video. So we will see how this goes.
And we're going to kind of move things along here so you can all see what we're talking about here. And it is really interesting. It's funny because we played the promo last night in GhostBox Radio, and we had some people with opinions last night just from the promo. So, yeah, I don't know. So before we do that, though, we're going to start off the night in traditional Halloween fashion with our live audience costume contest, where the winner will receive some of our awesome Mr. Mystery swag. Winner will be judged by applause, and those at home are welcome to add your pick in the chat. Now, here's the thing, folks. Because of how things are running through in terms of people doing, and we can try, because are any of you dressed in a costume? Yeah, the one over there, no way, nope, not doing that. Told
so
Maryam.
Wait a minute. No one's in costume but me and Ryan?
Well, you are. Oh no, so what are you dressed as? Come on over here. You've been over in the peripheral for so long. Pick up a microphone. Pick up the microphone. You know what? This is what we're going to do then. Look, we don't fight, and which is funny if you're a vampire. All right. So can we put? Is it okay if we put you on the screen? All right. So we did earlier give away 2 mugs to Kermit and Miss Piggy, which are pretty awesome. And Maryam, you saw them, right?
They looked amazing.
So we gave away 2 mugs. We have, and not because you're the only costume in the room, though it does help. But so we would like to award you the winner of the first annual Mr. Mystery Live Costume Contest. And with that, we have a T-shirt for you. Would you like a T-shirt? Would you like a magnet as well? Okay. So, I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I can match that. Once we find the T-shirts, here's one. Please pick whatever one works for you. And then could you show it to everyone so that, like on camera and stuff, because Harlow made special Myth or Mystery T-shirts that have the GhostBox Radio logo on it as well. They're all the same. I don't know if they're all the same size. I didn't look at. You're like weighing them up like what's better quality. They're all the same quality. They're all made at the same place.
The sizes.
Did you find one? Would you mind showing the folks on camera what it looks like, please? So there we go. How cool is that? That is really nice. Oh, you picked the one that doesn't have my logo on it.
Even better.
I somehow think like it's a wise choice. Would you like one with my logo on it? Sure. I mean, I'm not trying to force you. I mean, it's just. All right, this is riveting. It's like a regular episode of Myth or Mystery, quite frankly. So. And so, by the way, we can all hear you. So just know that you're like all talking about
XL or 2X.
Can you show the new shirt? Because it has my logo.
You pressured her into taking a ghost.
It's called GhostBox. Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Thank you, Bernie. Yes, I did pressure her into it. Congratulations. Happy Halloween. Thank you very much. Boy, you guys, you all ruin, not that you wonderful folks, the people that I'm looking at on the screen, you all ruined the Halloween spirit, I'm just going to say. What you got?
What did we do? You twisted an arm.
Oh, see, that's the Halloween spirit.
Yeah, literally Halloween spirit was just given to us. We got some fireball here. Just thank you so very much. That's very kind of you.
Halloween.
You too. Thank you very much.
You have your whole bag full?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
This is awesome. Thank you very much.
That's where the spirits are over there.
Yeah, that's where you.
Bag.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now,
that's amazing.
and then in 15 minutes, they're going to be there.
Oh gosh. Okay, so sorry, you guys are in the wrong place. We're having a lot of fun over here. We invited you, Ryan. Your little robot face. All right. Should we get to image number 1 because we got stuff to get to, and I want everyone in here to see and weigh in as well as everyone at home. So why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's get to image number 1. And remember, if you're new to the show, you can join the vote on your phone. Head over to YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live, and also known as at Maryam Faresh. Keeping in the Halloween spirit tonight, we are analyzing a bizarre incident that happened to Maryam on Halloween of 2020. Maryam, why don't you and Harlow share a little bit about what happened before we watch, please?
All right. Can you bring up Harlow? I can't.
Yeah, no problem. There you are.
Access her. Okay. So the reason why I'm dragging Harlow on with me is because Harlow went back and watched the entire show, which was like 5 hours long. That's not an exaggeration. And
like tonight. Okay, yeah.
No, not tonight's show. But I wanted to say this. We had, when I was talking to Harlow about it, I was like, listen, we had what were my notes?
Well, you should start off with the fact that this happened in 2020 on the show called Unexplained Cases on YouTube.
Thank
you. You were doing a remote viewing of a haunted location.
Were you there?
And the next day your mom called and told you something had happened.
Okay. That's why I had Harlow hold my hand, because I knew I'd forget. So Harlow asked me, she said, did you ever feel anything from this doll? And I was like, I never felt anything from the doll. The only thing I did feel was like this kinship with her, where I never wanted Bruce to put her in our storage unit. I always felt like I wanted to keep her in the house, not pushed away, but just visible in a comfortable space. That's the only thing I'd ever felt from her. And so that when this happened, the strange thing is I didn't feel anything, and no one felt anything or even saw anything. And at the time I had 2 dogs, and the one dog, Daisy, is actually blind and deaf and a large dog. So if she's doing anything, you can see it. And also she's blind. So she's bulldozing through stuff. She was never like dainty or by any means gentle. So just the coincidence of it happening on Halloween while I was remote viewing a location, and just the fact that through the entire show, as Harlow states, you could see the difference between when dogs were present. Even if you couldn't see the dog completely, you could see me acknowledging them or just looking and being like, don't mess everything up, compared to that moment. I think that was everything we wanted to kind of cover.
The thing that struck me, because I got 6 different clips of when the doll moved. And sometimes you could see a dog and sometimes you couldn't, or you could hear a caller. When it goes crazy, Maryam does not react in the least. There's absolutely she doesn't even look up she's downloading photos on her tablet to do the remote view. Yeah. She does not react at all. So I was pretty amazed by that.
All right. First time that the intro to the video is longer than the video itself. Audience, you will vote before the panel analysis of number 1 will be played a few times. You will then have a total of 60 seconds to complete your vote. Let's take a look at video number 1.
For Halloween of 2020, the YouTube show Unexplained Cases did an episode featuring a live paranormal investigation. Maryam was in costume and remote viewed the location. The next day, her mom notified her that the witch doll in Maryam's setup had moved during the show. To investigate this, I watched the episode and saw the doll move multiple times. It begins about an hour into the show when the witch's broom handle moves with a really slight, subtle motion. 2 minutes later, the broom moves again, but the doll continues moving laterally and actually faces away from the camera with jaw-dropping activity. Maryam had filled me in on the details. The doll was not animatronic. She was alone in her apartment that day, and the 2 dogs were with her in the bedroom. The AC was on and slightly moving the tapestry behind her, but not enough to move the doll. In most cases, when the dogs approached her, she acknowledged them or put out an arm to protect her setup and equipment. You can also hear their collars. Most of the 6 clips I noted where the doll moved can be attributed to the dogs being nearby, perhaps lying beside Maryam on the floor out of view. The first clip, where the broom moves with delicate subtlety, I'm not 100% sure about. But the second one, where the doll basically seems to not only shake and turn, almost as if she's an ice skater, perplexes me. I would expect that much pressure or contact would immediately make the doll fall over. The moment strikes me as bizarre, almost as if a hand is controlling it, which we know isn't the case. What do you think?
All right, and for those who are listening on the radio, that music is a countdown, by the way, for people to vote. So I want to be very clear about that. Polls are now closed. Panel will begin their analysis. After the panel analysis, you're going to get your chance to vote again. Maryam, do you want to start with somebody else since it's your video tonight?
I honestly, that's why I wanted to have Char here, because the reason why I said I was going to vote either unknown or myth is because I don't feel. The only thing I feel is like that kinship that I said with her. I can't feel anything. I think it's honestly because it was my experience. I'm too close and attached. I genuinely have no idea which way to go with this. So I was kind of hoping Char would jump in.
Char, do you wanna weigh in at all?
Well, first of all, I don't like dolls. So it's kind of like me. I didn't get anything weird or weird vibe off of it or anything like that, and it just seemed, I don't know, natural doesn't seem like the right word to say, but it just felt natural. Like it didn't feel like there's anything weird or like it was possessed or anything like that. So I'm not sure why it was moving, but I can see where the one clip where the dog comes by that possibly could be it, but the fact that it didn't get any weird vibe off of it, I'm kind of in the middle on it.
So do you think it's paranormal, not paranormal, or just unknown? You just don't have enough.
I'm just saying unknown because I don't have enough, because I don't see it. Also, you can't see the bottom of a doll, like what's the doll sitting on, and I know Maryam knows, but I don't see it, so I have to go with what I see.
Now, Maryam, are you going to do any kind of take on this tonight, or should we?
Well, can we? Do you want to use your pendulum? Do you have your pendulum or no?
I do, but I wonder, because somebody's really good with dowsing rods, would you mind doing dowsing rods?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, that would be a blast.
There you go.
It's
And just to answer Char's question, hardwood floors. She sits directly on the floor, and she has on these little boots with a little heel on them.
Okay. So what do you want to ask?
So can Maryam ask some questions?
Okay, so
let me set this up. So can you show me my yes? Okay, can you show me my no? So obviously yes is crisscross, no is outward.
Okay. Was the doll moving herself?
Yes.
The dowsing rods just said the doll was moving herself?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy crap. I mean, Adam. I just said a bad word.
Crap is not a bad word.
Crap isn't a bad word.
Oh, good. I can keep saying it.
This is what we have to deal with weekly. Yes, crap is fine. You're fine with crap.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know what to ask. I've never had a she's not haunted, but who, what, why, how, what's happening? I did threaten. I said, Harlow, if this doll moves on me again, she's going to live with Aunt Harlow. That's not a question. That's a statement.
Well, it says yes.
Does she not like me? Okay, Greg, you have to ask a question. I genuinely am so beyond shocked that this is happening right now. You need to ask.
Sure. Do you like living with Maryam?
No, not that one. Shut up! It said no.
Well,
ask if she was kidding.
Are you kidding?
No.
Does she do or move anything else around the house?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to go live with Aunt Harlow?
Yes.
Now my feelings are hurt. All right. Well, that was a bummer.
Do you like Maryam's witch hat? See, you can end on a happy note.
Barely said yes. Barely.
All right.
I don't know what to do with that.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Okay, so Ryan, would you like to go next?
Sure.
Do you have a setup tonight?
Yeah, I should be ready if you want to.
Okay, I need to reset you. Hold on. There we go. There you go, sir.
Okay. So I went through again here like I always do. I slowed it down. The way that it's moving, it looks like something is almost moving it from the base. Kind of like it's just hovering around. It's hard to tell because that bar is there. We can't really see what's going on the floor. The way it's moving, it does almost look like something's playing with it, like a dog is just pawing at it or something like that. But then what I wanted to do, at one point here, you can see that tail come up. And when it brushes the doll, you can see that it's actually touching and it's rubbing up against it. But the witch isn't moving at all in that point. So it has to take some force to move it, which is kind of what makes me question this, because this thing is moving a lot. For it to move around like that, and Maryam, for you not to notice, that kind of makes me lean towards an unknown. I wish we could see more of it, but I don't have enough there to go myth, and I don't have enough to go mystery, so I got to go unknown on this one.
Yeah, and just so we can move things along here, I'm going to do an unknown on that as well. I think it's just a shame, and there's nothing you could do about it. It's too bad that your name is exactly where we'd want to see, like, those pivotal areas of what was moving, but that's just how it was. I mean, that's just what it is. So, very interesting. That's pretty crazy. We got through everybody, right? Because we're at 9:30. So why don't we do this? Everyone who has been watching, first of all, we got to go and see what the pre-analysis numbers are, aren't we?
Yeah. And here.
So pre-analysis, we were sitting at 23% myth, 47% mystery, and 29% unknown.
All right, look at that. So 23% myth, 47%. So that's very cool. I mean, it'd be interesting to see, based on what we all said, if that changes at all. So, folks, did your analysis change? Whether it did or not, please vote again. We want to know if the panel has shifted your viewpoint on image 1. And remember, even if your analysis did not change, please vote the same one more time. For those on the radio, you're going to hear music. It's the countdown for people to go vote again on image number 1. The panel was able to give what they thought about the video. Now it's time to hear what the audience thinks. Maryam, what's in the comments?
So Linda was just saying that was a ton of movement, and that the doll would have been pretty steady, had to have been pretty steady to not fall over from a tail wagging. Katie Paranormal voted myth. I think the dogs are moving it. Joshua, let's see, depending on... so hang on. She's saying depending on where the dog's tail were hitting the doll and or table could be indicative of the doll not falling over. We were on the floor. We weren't on a table. Let's see. Let me see what Jill Jade is saying. My body is a dowsing rod, so I get that. Yes, she moved from you there, and yes, she likes Harlow. Yes, she moved for you, and yes, she likes Harlow. I guess I'm going to be packing her up and moving her along. Love the divining rod work, Char. Let's see. Linda's yelling at us. That doggy tail not moving the doll convinces me. I know. That's what. That's the thing is. The dogs. The thing is, if the dogs were playing around or anything like that, I would have stopped them because my whole set could topple over. Like everything's just barely hanging together, you know? What is the base of the doll made of? It's her feet. She has shoes. She just has these really hard plastic shoes on. Here, I can show you. If she doesn't get mad at me for picking her up. Well, actually, maybe I can't show you because she's really tall. But she just got black heels on, boots. Joshua joined way late. It looked like a puppeteer. But I'm not discounting Maryam. I would have seen it on social media and thought it was a fake. I know. And same with Harlow. We all were like, if it wasn't coming from me, we all would have thought it was fake. And honestly, me and my husband have just been scratching our heads all week going, what could have done it? But we didn't come up with anything. Anyway. No.
Very interesting. So with that being said, how did the polling change at all on this?
Yes. Let me give that to you.
Yes, we went to 25% myth, 56% mystery, and 18% unknown. So we lost some unknowns to mystery.
Interesting. Oh, wow. So there we go. And we also found out that the doll doesn't really like you all that much.
Well, I wanted to say thank you to Harlow. I mean, it's no joke. The show was 5 hours long, and she watched beginning to end. So thank you, Harlow, for doing that.
Some sort of sainthood in store for her, I'm sure.
She gets the doll.
Yeah, lucky. Yeah, everyone wins. Before we move on to trivia, make sure to come back next week. And as a group, we're going to name Maryam's witch from Image 1. I feel like that should be Harlow's job now.
Well, it is, yeah.
Now, if you think you caught paranormal on camera, please submit it to us via our website at Myth or Mystery Live. Tonight we have a special Halloween trivia question brought to us by Harlow. The winner's going to receive, and this is very cool, the winner's going to receive a limited edition Myth or Mystery Halloween t-shirt designed by Harlow.
New for Halloween, our black Myth or Mystery tee featuring a red skull wearing headphones is the perfect Halloween gear and can be found at our website, mythormysterylive.com. Get yours now.
All right. So do you want me to bring Harlow back on?
Yes, please.
All right. So hi, Harlow.
Hello.
You got a doll, so that's cool.
Yeah, I heard that.
You also have a trivia question.
I do.
You were up.
The question is, Jamie Lee Curtis made her film debut in the horror movie Halloween. What was her next horror film?
All right. Are you going to do the music thing, or is that supposed to be?
Sorry.
Do you know we're actually doing a show tonight, or?
Sorry, I was reading the comments.
It's like we've never done this show before. I love it. It's fantastic.
Wait till I tell you what's going on in the comments right now. Hold on.
Oh,
do you have your
Jeremy's
buzzer?
wrong. Six Boys has it.
So wait, hold on. Is it right or not? Because I need to do this. And you're
do you know the answer?
No, I don't know the answer.
Buzzer.
Incorrect.
Okay, good.
Not Prom Night. Way to go, The Fog.
All right, Sticks Boy gets it again.
It's like we've never done this show before. I swear.
Wait, can I tell you though?
No,
Congratulations, Sticks Boy. Violet ordered a Halloween shirt, A.
Oh, very nice.
And then Mandy cracked me up. She's like, does Harlow even want that doll?
Right? No kidding. Can we introduce somebody onto the show before we go to the viral video segment of the week?
Of course.
So it's what we have here is Ghost Inspector Greg. And you know Greg from the weekly viral video segments, and he is fourth generation paranormal investigator, having his first paranormal experiences as a kid working with his father. Ghost Inspector Greg is known as the celebrity ghost whisperer for his work with celebrity spirits. And Ghost Inspector Greg, we just wanted to say hi. How are you doing tonight? Happy Halloween.
Well, happy Halloween. Here I am at the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, extremely haunted location. And I got an array of various tools that I'm going to be using tonight to try to communicate with the dead.
That's fantastic. Have you just set up really, right?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You've just only set up now, right? So
I just got going and whatnot. Now I'm in room 301. They talk about room 307 and 308, but I've been here, a handful of times, and 301 to me has the best activity. So
okay.
We'll see what happens.
So why don't we do this, Greg? We're going to finish up Myth or Mystery, and we're going to do your viral video segments now. But then in the 10 o'clock hour, folks, stick around because we're gonna spend a lot of time with Ghost Inspector Greg and see what's going on. How's that sound, Greg?
Yeah, that's great. We'll walk downstairs. We'll check this place out. I've had cold spots, smelled perfume where there is no perfume, seen mist, so many things. You never know what we might catch.
Awesome, Greg. It's so great to have you with us tonight.
Absolutely, guys. Love to be here.
All right. We'll catch up with you in a little bit. Moving right along, though, it's time for a Myth or Mystery video segment brought to you by who we just saw, Ghost Inspector Greg. Greg will play viral video 1, and then you'll have time to vote Myth or Mystery. If the mystery receives the most votes, that video will be analyzed on an upcoming show. If Myth receives the most votes, the video will not be analyzed. It will be, in fact, sent into space. That's true. It's going to happen because we don't ever want to see it again. So go over to @Myth or Mystery Live, do your voting, and let's get started on viral video number 1. Voting is open on YouTube @Myth or Mystery Live. Let's go see what Ghost Inspector Greg has for us this week.
Welcome back to another Viral Videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Let's get into it. Do you think that a spirit can manipulate objects? Can a spirit attach to a location? Kids are getting scared at this daycare. They're seeing a mean man inside this tube. And then toys and things are getting displaced all over the place. This place had to shut down during COVID, but the security cameras were left on. This is what they caught. What do you think?
All right, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna get through, and we're gonna say whether or not that video is myth or mystery in a moment. Now, I did already award the costume contest, so I don't necessarily have a trivia question for that. But do we want to do one anyway, just for people online to answer?
Sure.
All right. So how trivia actually works, because they didn't really explain it the last time, is for trivia, we're going to do, I'm going to do a trivia question here. And it's going to be an easy one because it's off the top of my head. And you're going to have 7 seconds to answer the question. If you answer it correctly, your name will be put into, do we have Scully with us tonight?
Yes, we do.
Am I throwing us off here?
No, I just wanted to, I think we were having trouble with the voting on the polling. So I just wanted to see, just make sure that comes up. If not, just hang tight. Harlow will let us know.
Okay. So what's going to happen here is we're going to ask a question. You have 5 seconds to answer. If you get it right, your name gets put into Scully. Next week on Myth or Mystery, we are going to do a drawing for some Myth or Mystery merchandise that from everyone's name who's been accumulated into Scully right there. So it's a super simple one, but it's still fun to do. The question I have for you tonight is, what is the other series that is similar to Twilight Zone that Rod Serling has done? What is the series very similar to Twilight Zone that Rod Serling has done? You have 5 seconds to answer the question. All right, what is the series that Rod Serling has done that is similar to Twilight Zone, but it was after Twilight Zone? Do we have any answers in the comment section?
First night. First night.
Really?
I'm coming, you guys. I'm coming. Hold on.
We have 12 minutes before we have to be done. So there we go. That was an easy peasy lemon squeezy one. So there you go.
So Jeremy won?
Jeremy won. You want to take down?
Listen. I'm still in shock that this doll hates me. So bear with me, okay?
No, I don't find that as difficult to understand.
Watch it.
Quite frankly.
All right. Jeremy gets his name in Scully, and next week we all get to see if Jeremy wins. Oh, did you have your your drum roll today?
I do have it. Let me.
I already dropped in Jeremy's. Hold on.
We'll just take anyone out, and let me get my snare drum. Okay, are you ready for this?
I guess so, as long as ready. Ooh, that time was perfect.
Yeah, very good, very nice. All right, so we have that. Now, what's going on with polling?
I got it. It's
You
at
got it.
Google. We got it. All right. So I'm just dealing with the witchy rejection here. And let me tell you guys what we all voted.
Now, I just want to say real fast that with the 300 Clifton, right now that there is an investigation going on where they're doing dowsing rods and they're getting orbs. So we just want to let people know, and in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to get back to that. So look at that. Look at that number.
Yeah, 61% mystery. That's good because that's one that I would like to take a closer look at.
Well, it's all about you, Ryan.
It is.
Yeah, do you want to go? You want the doll to go live with you too? Apparently, nobody loves me anymore.
Don't take it so personal. Maybe it's a time for reflection, right?
Too late.
Maybe to try to.
I have my therapist.
For
I have my therapist on speed dial.
So, you guys ready for our Myth or Mystery Halloween photo contest? You can vote for your favorite photos by going to YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live. We are doing that, right? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, there's a photo contest for sure.
So, because we have about 8 minutes left. So, with that being said, winners will be announced. We're not going to have time for image 2 tonight. So we're going to have to go ahead and just let people know. Let me know when people are ready to go and vote for the photo costume contest. And how does that work? How does that work?
Okay, so we're gonna put the pictures up, and then you guys can go to where you vote for the videos, the same place. So that would be YouTube at Myth or Mystery Live, or comes up as Maryam Faresh, and then you pick on which of the 4 you like. So let me just, Harlow, Harlow's going to put up the voting in just a sec. Let me play the video for you so you guys can see. Hold on, let's see. Okay, can you guys all see okay? Oh.
Yeah, was that it?
Sorry, it's because I can't load it up on the left, so I don't know how to. I didn't. Okay, so that's not really going to work, is it?
I thought I said that you could go ahead and load stuff up on the left.
Oh, I thought no. Okay, so hold on. Let me load. Oh yeah, because Harlow was able to load.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, we're gonna do Poltergeist next week.
Okay.
So for anyone,
the film Poltergeist, right?
Yeah, we'll analyze that next week, and anything we didn't get to tonight, we'll do next week. So reason for you guys to come back, and nope. Okay, so
yes,
there we go. So image number 1 is the horsey, number 2 is the kitty, number 3 is the dog, and number 4 I can't see without my glass. It's the kitty who is a rainbow.
Rainbow kitty. Okay, so people can go now and vote for their favorite out of the 4, right?
Oh my God, they're so cute.
So go over and vote now, and
yes.
And are we saying who wins tonight?
If we have time, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Because we'll keep polls open for a minute or 2, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then we'll know Harlow, and we'll have the responses and stuff. So That's cool. Yeah, I mean, other than that, while we wait for that, I don't know, Ryan. I mean, are you going to be wearing that mask every week? That's the question I'd like to know.
Well, that's I was a little concerned. Is this going to have to be my new wardrobe anytime I'm on the show?
This is who I am now. So yeah, this is very possible. Very, very possible here.
It's hard to take him seriously because he's already such a serious guy. And then when he puts his little mask on, it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. It's you took me by surprise. I love it. I love that you got in the spirit tonight. That was great.
That was the plan. I was hoping to catch you off guard a little bit.
You sure did. Yeah, no, that's great. And I don't know.
It reminds me of today. I went into CVS and the girl that works there was dressed up as like a cat, and she was like getting in a fight with one of the customers in there. And I'm like, see, this is why you don't dress up at work, because how are you taken seriously if you're getting in a fight with a customer dressed like a cat? I was like, that's why I never dressed up when I worked at corporate.
Well, or the Unabomber, right? I mean, there is that as well.
I mean, you really bombed that, no pun intended.
Good stuff. What are we doing on numbers here, out of curiosity?
Right now, number 3 is going to win no matter what. Number 3.
And that one.
Sorry, go ahead.
And that one again is which one?
Ghost Dog.
That's the dog he dressed as a ghost. He's so cute.
Oh, that's cute. So, with that, what does the winner get?
Nothing.
Okay, well that's good enough too. I guess not everyone needs to win every time, right? That's just...
I mean, gosh, why does everyone have to get a prize all the time, Greg?
I don't know. You kind of set the standard. So, you get a tumbler. You get a tumbler.
Yeah, they're gonna get the tumbler, which is really it's really cute.
Yeah, it is very cute. Very nice. Very nice. Should we take a look at the final scoreboard? Because we're heading to the end of the program and see where we ended. Normally we do 2 images, and tonight we could only do 1 because of just kind of things are a little bit more compact than usual. So what's everyone kind of unknown? It looks like.
Yeah, we're all kind of unknown. The audience was mystery all the way, and we didn't get you in there, Char, but you were also kind of unknown, weren't you? Yeah.
And, and might I add that maybe the witch just is really intimidated by her because she's so amazing.
Oh, that's sweet to make me feel
I found something about that. Anyway.
Char, that was nice of you to make that story up.
We're running out of time, Miriam. So, Harlow, what did you think about tonight? And it's a little bit more of a quickly mystery.
It definitely was. It was fun to get the audience's take and Char's take on the witch. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. And I mean, it's seriously, Maryam, are you putting any sort of thought into giving off the witch to Harlow, or is that just all kind of the shtick here?
Oh no, I believe the dowsing rods 100%. If Harlow wants her, I'm not going to keep her against her will. But also, what's funny is the whole week I kept saying to Harlow, well, I was like, well, she's going to go live with Auntie Harlow if anything else happens.
She told me that twice.
Now, we didn't have much chance to do so, but Adam, we have about 15, 20 seconds. What did you think about the witch stuff?
I voted mystery because of towards the end you can see the broom and the elbow move and no dog tail.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'd like to also add that the winner of the photo contest belongs to Maddie, and she'll be getting that 12-ounce myth or mystery tumbler.
Yay!
Here, this deserves a... There we are there. I tell you, Harlow, your stuff looks so good. All your graphic art stuff looks so good.
Thank you.
So, and it's really high quality. And Kermit and Miss Piggy have your mugs now. So there's something to be said about that.
I saw that. I was watching the show.
Oh, weren't they great?
Yeah, they were awesome.
They were really good, and they were really excited to win the mugs. And yeah, that's good. Friends, happy Halloween. This was fun. Thank you for doing this with us.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks for including us, Greg.
Yeah, it moved very quickly. Folks, we are on every week, Myth or Mystery. It's the game show where we look and see if videos that we show are myth, mystery, unknown. And don't forget to follow us over at Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube. And please remember to share out this video and everything else we do. There's stuff that we normally do that we didn't get to tonight. But just know that we will be back next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific and 9 p.m. Central, live on Myth or Mystery. Everyone, happy Halloween and good night. And welcome back to our very special Halloween episode of GhostBox Radio. We are live from the 300 Clifton Mansion in downtown Minneapolis, and we're getting notes from the investigators that we are getting paranormal activity. Before we cut back to everybody, though, I do want to kind of let people know that tomorrow you can come over to the Rogue Buddha Gallery over in northeast Minneapolis, next to the Ritz Theater over by the P&A, by the Northeast Social. And I'm going to be speaking tomorrow at 7 p.m. For a presentation called Inside the Paranormal. So if you haven't had enough of me yet, you can come out tomorrow. It's a $10 suggested donation. And we are just really excited to do so. I'm love to talk about this. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So come on out, see me, say hello, listen to what I have to say. It's going to be a great time tomorrow. And we have Adam still over in Eden Prairie. You haven't walked away yet, I see.
Not quite yet. It was kind of scary, if you will, when I walked upstairs before the beginning of Myth or Mysteries. It's been here for a while, so yes, I had to use the restroom. But as soon as I got to the top of the steps, you know, that air diffuser or the diffuser there on top of the desk went off as soon as I got up the steps, and I'm a fat man, but I jumped.
Oh, well, you know what? I mean, and that's, you know what's gotten me with that is the scent, because like if you don't hear it, and you're just like, where did that scent come from? What was that? You know what I mean? It's just like, that is really, really off. And any equipment go off at all tonight for you?
Nothing has gone off. I haven't checked my recorder yet. I'll be doing that tomorrow. But as of right now, the REM pod hasn't gone off. I've gotten a couple of cold chills through here, and you know how stagnant it stays down here. That, to me, has been really the only thing. But the real proof in the pudding, if we got anything tonight, will be when I listen to that recorder over the weekend and see if I have anything to report back on Wednesday.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do here, I think, is at some point, I need to go back to one of the rooms in the 300 Clifton because there is activity happening. But I think in the meantime, I want to go over to Ghost Inspector Greg because he's been patiently waiting. And Greg, how are you doing over there?
Doing good. Just kind of been poking around a little bit, trying to get this link going, and we'll see what happens. But I got my favorite tools here, so whenever you guys are ready to get into it.
Sure. Now, the link that's Jake Prather, isn't it?
No, that is KD
Stafford. Okay. All right. Sorry. So, do you want to try anything, or do you want me to go to somebody else and come back to you? What would you like me to do?
Why don't we do that real quick? I'll get set up, and we'll shut these lights off. We'll see if we can communicate.
So I'll know that it's time to come back when I see there's no lights on. Correct?
That's it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'll come back in about 5 to 7 or something like that. How's that?
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. All right. So now Greg is out in California. He's going to need to remind me, Glen View. I'm so sorry. He said it to me so many times. It is such a haunted location.
It's the Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California.
Thank goodness. I cannot seem to get it. I don't know why. Long night. I don't know, but thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So let's see where everybody is at. Is there anybody over in the master bedroom? I can see on down below. There we go. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there. What about in here? Anyone in here? Nope, no one's in there. So there's nobody. That's how that works. That's okay. They were getting stuff though. Let me see if I can find Lisa's text. Actually, Liz, it might have been from you, right? Oh no, it's AJ. We're using dowsing rods and getting responses in the room with orbs. So that's something. I don't know. No orbs on your end, though, right?
Room with the bedpost.
Over by the bedpost?
Yeah, the penthouse one.
Let's put that up there and just kind of take a look at that. And you know what? Earlier, we had, when we saw the orbs, and I don't know if you were in here at that point, that the orb was going down the bedpost as well. And Adam, I don't know if you had seen that or not.
There was a couple I saw in there. The one that really shocked me is AJ was standing over by the door, and it almost looked like there was one that streaked across the bed towards AJ. That's the one that I'm like, okay, that one's really cool because nobody had sat down. And as you've mentioned before, in the little bit of the 300 Clifton house that I've been in and the carriage house, there is not a speck of dirt, dust, nothing. It is pristine. No. You could do a surgery in that house.
Yeah. No, absolutely, 100%. And, as we show the rooms, once again, I do want to remind folks that you want to be able to spend time in a haunted mansion. You want to spend the night there. The rooms are available. The place is a B&B, and there are a lot of rooms, and each single one of them is fantastic. All of them. There's one right now. Look at it. You see the orb? It went from left to right.
Okay, so this room has been so orb heavy this evening, and we've had the other room, the one with the dresser in the foreground. That one's had some lighting changes with nobody coming in and out. Yeah, that room right there.
Yeah.
So those two, I think, have been the most active tonight as I've been kind of flipping through and looking at big screens and everything. But it's been that Crystal Mansion room is definitely been kind of a hot spot, I think.
What's that? In their hallway. Yeah. Are you saying that for like the different, like the color variation, like maybe people are walking past it, or?
I could see them in the doorway.
Yeah, there was. I saw that too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is really quite the extraordinary evening, and it's yeah. I mean, it's really a lot of fun. Oh, see, I'm not watching. I told Lisa. Lisa said to me, I'm going to put my comments in the comments for the live, and then I haven't looked at any of them, so I apologize. So I see what you're talking about. I haven't gone to the comments in a while since Myth or Mystery. So yeah, it's this is you guys got to check this out. I mean, this is pretty crazy. I love this place. I want to come back and I want to do more. And there's more places, Adam, that we haven't actually been able to get into yet. So there's more mysteries, if you will. Oh gosh.
That made me jump. You're
right.
good. That made me jump.
Like, oh my God, we're finally. It's contact.
It's happened. It's just Char.
It's Char. It's just Char. That's all, and then nothing. Just. It's just that's pretty fun. So yeah, and that's just it. They're having this. You and I, we're doing the heavy lifting tonight, okay? And they're out there. They're just investigating to their heart's content in a mansion. What do you think about that, huh?
Yeah, and from the sounds of it, you guys even had pizza. All I had is a couple of monsters and a banana. I mean, come on, guys.
Let me tell you the truth. I have not eaten yet, so I have not had anything myself.
In all honesty, though, even when I've done the couple of investigations with you, there's no way I could have eaten before. I don't know. It just feels like I don't want to feel that heavy going in there.
So I'm gonna let's eavesdrop on what they're doing in the Crystal Mansion room. What do you think of that?
I think that's a good idea.
All right, let's see.
Go down the hall and share it.
All right. Yeah, I've seen we get the feed up other than me.
Yep. No. Because I can't see all of them, can I? Nope.
Somehow it keeps you losing connection
To the feed?
to the internet.
Oh, the internet?
So I don't know why.
You're using like a spirit box?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
I suppose I'm gonna go grab. I have a little S37 if you want to use that.
What? Okay, we are live. So just so you know. So I know we've all kind of invaded this space really quickly. Is there anybody in here that would like to chat with us?
Yeah, hold on to the rail. You even got a cup too. You guys are
There's lots of different equipment you can use, or you can just say something out loud. Or if knocking on a wall is easier. Let's just see. Is that the SD7? I think so. Vengeance. Whose vengeance? Yours or someone else's?
It just died.
Not like the bed.
God dang it. Oh, now it's back. Okay. Here it goes.
We were talking to a doctor earlier. Is the doctor still here?
Not staying on. Just put new batteries in you.
So we're having some equipment malfunctions in here.
Yep, it's getting vengeance.
It's getting vengeance.
Yes.
Vengeance
So-
on us talking so much.
Welcome to Paranormal Investigating, where you're going to spend a bunch of money on batteries only for them to immediately die. So you buy more batteries. You look like that guy at Target with like 100 batteries.
I am Eliza.
Hi, Eliza. Did you live here, Eliza? Is there something about this room that you can tell us about? Can you describe something in the room?
You are appreciated.
Well, thank you.
Oh.
We appreciate you as well.
Does she like this room?
I think she likes the people in the room at the moment. Is there something else you can tell us about this house?
Liza, did you work here? You're going to drive me nuts later.
Are these saying anything?
No. Hat, tick, ram. Sorry.
Substances, judge, brace.
Yeah, that's been like that since we're on it.
Okay. Ship. What about a ship? Were you on a ship? Or did you know somebody on a ship?
Are you from Minnesota?
Flickering. That's the second time it's done now.
I could see it behind me, like flickering.
Mm.
Can you make the light flicker? Are you doing something with the light? Is that easier for you to do?
Okay. Sorry.
I've heard that you like to play with the lights in the house. Is it easier for you to play with the lights? Change them?
The crystals are moving.
I am Damien.
Oh, that's what I got. You see it too, right?
Yeah.
They're moving.
Try just a little bit.
Just ever so slightly. That one is moving.
Can you move those?
No, there's no breeze.
No, these ones aren't moving.
Did something happen?
Concentrate.
Is it like yes or no, like a pendulum? Which is
Can't tell what. Who
I
has the
see it.
dowsing rods?
No, I just run back upstairs.
I see it.
And go get them.
Okay, can you go grab them? You can see
I
it?
can see it from here.
Okay. Are you moving these? Can you move them a little bit more?
Moving back. It's now moving.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Thank you.
I'm going to switch gears here while they do. As you can see, AJ going and getting the dowsing rods, which is kind of cool. I'm going to go over to Ghost Inspector Greg now. Over at Glen Tavern in California.
The man who died in this room. Speak through this device. We would like to communicate with you. I got 3 lovely friends here. I'm not gay, okay? I got 3 lovely. All right? That's enough. But we would like to hear from you. We know you passed away in here. Now, the radio waves aren't real good in the area. It could be a little more, you know. Speak into it. You can do it. Just grab the words and throw them out through the device.
If you're there, you can speak to us. That's a great. No.
Just a drop.
I won't listen to us. No.
Anything.
No. I mean, we just want to hear your voice. If you can talk to us, that'd be cool. We came all this way to talk to you. You can talk to us. Questions?
We want to know your name.
And how long you've been here for?
All right, I am skeptical. Can you prove you are real? Move something, say something,
or do something to prove your growth. I dare you. Okay, so go over there in that corner and honk that pig. Okay. Somebody said that to me. Honk that pig. That's all it's dirty.
Was Damien 5 years old when you knew him? 6? Thank you. Did Damien grow up to be an adult? Yes. Oh, I saw that light flicker. Did you guys catch that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damien, are you here with us? Don't think so. Earlier I talked to a doctor. Is the doctor still here? Yes.
Doctor said.
I don't think so. Doctor, I think your last name is Douglas. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, Dr. Douglas, are you needing some help? No. Dr. Douglas, do you know who
They do
Damien is?
witchcraft.
Oh, they do witchcraft. Who does witchcraft? Do you guys do witchcraft?
They do not.
I'm just kidding. It was pointing that way.
By that direction, looks like it.
Okay. Who in the room is doing witchcraft? Okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
Yes.
It's all good.
No harm to anyone.
No harm at all. They don't do it with any harm. Okay. Well, maybe they get a little angry and they do something. I don't know. Yes.
Smells about the worst.
All right. All right, Dr. Douglas, you've been reaching out all night. Do you need help? Are you the one that's seeking vengeance? Yes. Dr. Douglas, does the name Damien mean anything to you?
Take a left.
A left.
Take a left. What am I doing on the left?
His left, your left.
It's the witchcraft.
Oh, I see. Are you wanting the ladies to do some witchcraft in your vengeance? Okay, well, there's that. I don't feel like I want to go there. I'm not sure that they'll be able to help with that, but I mean, I appreciate you asking and you acknowledging that could be a thing. All right, Dr. Douglas, I don't know who you need vengeance on. I vaguely remember your story, so I apologize that I don't know 100%. I am sorry. Did you get injured in the stomach? Yes, I felt that earlier. Thank you. Whew. All right.
We're going to cut away from that as we're going to be taking a break here in a couple minutes or so. But Adam, I feel like that stuff that's happening in the Crystal Mansion room, I think that's pretty incredible, to be perfectly honest. There's some really good things happening there.
That's really cool. And with the names that we're getting, I was trying to Google to see if we could get any correlation.
Oh, yeah? Anything come up?
Yeah, there's a couple of Dr. Douglases that actually resided in the neighborhood back in the late early 1900s.
Okay.
So there were two that they were, from what I'm seeing, they were not exactly at that address, but they were in that area, actually over by the women's club, it looks like.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. We might cut back to Ghost Inspector Greg in a bit, but it's just a little bit harder to kind of hear everything that's happening over there. So, we'll see what we can do there. He has people with him, so I know that he's in good shape. He's in good shape to just continue investigating, and we'll see what happens. But I know that the stuff that's happening in the 300 mansion, that's really, to me, that's very incredible, quite honestly. I think that's really fun to see. I'm kind of jealous that I'm not in there.
What I thought was really cool there at the beginning of that, they brought in the spirit box. It started cutting out, and then the batteries died. And your investigator in there is like, I just put batteries in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, you use the SB7 a lot. Do you get a lot of battery drain with that SB7 when you're in a charged area?
No, I really don't. I've very rarely have had the SB7 go out on me, but that's just that's just what it is. I mean, it's different locations, and different. Oh, did you see in the Crystal Mansion room a huge orb? Did you see that?
I thought that was a flashlight.
Oh, I don't think so.
No, I've got the screen small, so to me it just looked like a flash of light.
That thing was massive. Who has a flashlight in there?
Oh, it doesn't look like anybody does. I've put it back on full screen now. Oh, that is so cool.
That was incredible.
Nice.
Wow. All right. Why don't we get one more break in before we start shutting down this show? And when we get back, let's go back to the Crystal Mansion room, see what's going on. It's that place, folks. 300 Clifton Mansion. It's off the hook. This is incredible. We'll take a break. Come back. Finish up the night. Everyone, happy Halloween. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. And happy Halloween, everybody, as we are in the final throes of our special Halloween episode of GhostBox Radio here. Thank you very much for all those who have been hanging out with us all night. I hope that has been a great Halloween for you, and that you were able to get some good candy, or that you spent it with us and that you were enjoying it. This was a lot of fun tonight. And I just want to say real fast, we are not on tomorrow. We're taking tomorrow off, but I will be once again over at the Rogue Buddha Gallery, and I'm going to be talking paranormal tomorrow at 7 p.m. over in Northeast Minneapolis, over by the Ritz Theater and the Northeast Social. There's a $10 suggested donation if you want to come out and listen to what I have to say. Adam, I'm not going to give it away, but I'm going to play the voicemail tomorrow. I know that for sure.
That is the creepiest thing you have ever played for me, and honestly, I love it.
It's something, isn't it? It really, really is. I want to kind of... thank you, Chuck. I really appreciate that. He said exactly how I wanted to spend my Halloween. Thank you very much. And I also want to just say, folks, a lot of you have been very good about putting in the comments what you think that we should be doing on the investigation. And I think that they're all very, very on point. The only thing is because there's a group of people in there, I am not going to break into their investigation. I'm sure you would understand that they seem to be in a good place in there. So I don't want to disrupt what they're doing. So but I do see your comments. Don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just that I don't want to take where they're going with their questioning and take them on a different route, one completely. So Jeremy asked the question, Adam, are you still feeling heavy charge in the studio tonight?
Tonight it has definitely felt, and it continues to feel very, very charged in here. That's why I honestly can't wait to actually listen to the digital recorder I have placed in the other studio over the weekend, because it feels very tingly and electric in here, and it really has since everybody else left the station when the boss man Chad and Brett both finally left. Yeah, all of a sudden it hit, and I kind of looked around and was like, man, I'm by myself again.
Sure you are. Danielle's not with you?
Nope, she's not. She took the kid and her friend out trick-or-treating tonight, so it's just lonesome old me here until the wife comes and picks me up. So hopefully I can make it this next hour without anything really spooking me.
Well, no guarantees, right? That's the way I look at it for you. Now, Jeremy wanted to know, is there a REM pod in there? what else do you have in there? Why don't you just go through that again real fast? Let folks know what kind of paranormal equipment you have over at the studios of AM 950.
Well, I only brought a couple of pieces with me tonight. I have the digital recorder that if you folks were watching on Wednesday in the studio Greg was setting in, I have my digital recorder in there with all the sound turned off, all the headphones are turned down, so it's not picking up anything else. The only other thing I brought with me, I was going to bring my K2, but I'm surrounded by electricity, so that's constantly going off. But I did bring my REM pod, which hasn't gone off, but if it would... That's what it would sound like, and I have to lean over with a pin to touch it. So that hasn't gone off yet.
It would sound a little something like that.
Little something like this.
Little something like that. So, okay. No, that's very cool. That's a great question. Joshua says, talking about interrupting the investigators, he totally agreement. He's like totally in their element, and that is 100% true. Should we go back to the Clifton Mansion inside 300 Clifton? And there's folks in here right now. What we're going to cut to is actually happening in the house right now, and there's a paranormal investigation happening. Let's just kind of eavesdrop and see where they're at. I'm gonna be quiet, and we're gonna listen to what they have to say.
That's no.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, just something is weird going on. I'm sorry.
Do you need to step out?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I will. So I'll just.
Well, you don't have,
I'm so sorry.
Have to. I'm just asking if you need to.
Feels off.
Okay.
And when I touch the bed, is when it really felt off.
Okay, you know what you can say? This isn't my energy. I don't want it. Please release it. Let go. Take a deep breath. You're fine. All right. What is this? These are longer than my normal ones. I'm like, okay, what? Are you trying to talk to me? Do you know me? Do I know you? Yes. All right. Is this somebody I knew in this life? Yes. Do you have something to do with this house?
Filming.
Yeah.
Filming.
Outside. No.
I don't know what that means. Filming. Yeah. Are you reaching out to somebody that might be watching right now? Are you trying to reach somebody in the room?
I'm just jumping in here real fast just to say, because Joshua has a comment. Somebody check on the girl. There is somebody with her, just so you know. And that's a little bit of kind of how things work on these things, Adam, as we're watching, that sometimes the energy can get, whether it's not bad energy, it doesn't have to be bad energy, but it is something that people have to be very concerned about, not concerned, but prepared for, that things can happen where the energy can just be overwhelming.
Yeah, and like you said, it doesn't have to be a bad energy or anything like that. It could just be an energy trying to get close, and it just kind of makes you feel off, as it sounded like the investigator was saying in there. So I'm not going to think it's anything malicious, because I haven't felt anything malicious in that house at all. But it could just definitely be, sometimes it's the energy just kind of bumping into you.
It is, and that's the thing that when you're not an investigator per se, but you're doing this and you've not done it before, that sometimes it's energy that you're not used to, that you're not familiar with, and so when it's just as if you're not expecting it, and say like a cat walks by and they brush up against you, you're not expecting it. It takes you off guard. It's not bad. It just takes you off guard.
Correct.
And that's all that's really happening, really here.
Yeah, it's like when we did the Masonic Lodge a couple of years ago in September, and I just kind of felt uncomfortable in one of the rooms. It was nothing malicious. It was just I was not used to that feeling on an investigation.
Yeah, as simple as that. And so, and reason why and I hope we're not belaboring the point, but we're just explaining, because Joshua in the comments, he and I appreciate this, he was concerned. He's just like, can someone check on her, please? And it's like what he didn't see is that Lisa went out with her and consume. And Joshua says, but things can consume, and you need a teammate to support you, and that's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
None of that is not happening. That is happening right now, and that's why we bring in the people we do on these things, because what it is we're always looking when we're with people and we're investigating with them. We're always looking to see how people are doing. We can kind of see by their body movements, by what they were like before they came into a certain room and what they're looking like now, and just kind of see. But the person there, she seemed very much aware, and she's just like, nope, I got to step out for a second. Totally understandable. That's quite all right. That's just how it goes.
Oh yeah, because like even with me, it's like if I just feel uncomfortable, I'm gonna bounce.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like, yep, you know what? I ain't feeling it. I'm rolling out of here. And it's all good whenever you go on an investigation. Just be like, you know what? Not feeling this room. Yeah, and just go.
And I'm hoping that what does happen, that they do like a saging or something afterwards, because it is always nice to be able to do a bit of your own cleanse. Make sure that you are telling the energy there that that you're not allowed to follow me. This ends here. We don't. I'm not looking for a new roommate. You stay here. I'll go my own way, and maybe someday we'll all get back together again and do another investigation or something. That's just how it works.
Yep, just leave it. Yep, you're 100% right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's really interesting. I feel bad that when we cut back in, it was at that moment. Just because it's like, I mean, it's just, and it wasn't bad. It was just like surprising, but that's just kind of how that's what some of these investigations are like, and it's I hope that she takes away from it all, though, that this is just not nothing nasty. It's just energy, and that's what energy does sometimes. But it goes to show the 300 Clifton is not disappointing tonight.
Oh, it's not. And a good saging after any investigation, I do recommend.
Very much so. You really do want to make sure that you're taken care of, and that energetically, and you also want to make sure that you're taken care of before coming on an investigation as well. Even as simple as just like be able to kind of ground yourself and be able to be like, this is really, this is, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to talk to spirits, but I'm also not going to have them, stick with me, or I'm not going to let them affect me. This is me. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, totally call down that protection before you go in a place. That's definite something that I learned from you and Char right off the bat.
It's so important, and and I learned from bad experience. I've had attachments on me for 3 months one time because of everything, and it was just and it's scary. And if you don't have someone to help you, as Josh was pointing on, having the support system and whatnot, and that was when I was at Velisca. If I don't have the support, then it's not going to. You're going to be lost. That's why the number one thing we do on our investigations is make sure that there is a support system in place for people who've never done this before, so that there is not a bad thing. But it's also a good reminder for some of the people who, they like what we do. They like investigations and stuff. They get their own equipment and they sit in a room and they just start using it. That's may not be the best thing. You may want to make sure that you know how to use it to a certain degree, and you really need to know what to do to get yourself ready for any sort of investigation. Because if you don't have that support system, and next thing you know that you feel like that you might have an attachment or something, you don't have it. That's a bad place to be. So that's why we have this support system here tonight. I think I broke Adam. He no longer wants to talk. He's like, I can only speak for 3.5 hours, not 4.
No, I'm sorry. I got to paying attention to one of the screens.
Which one are you looking at?
I went back to the crystal room. It looked like Char had put something on the bed. I wasn't sure if they pulled out a new piece of equipment or not.
Well, let's go and see what they're up to and just get more into their investigation a little bit.
Does that help? Do you need more information?
get real sensitive. And I had a couple of real experiences that this for my friends, for life, my children. I have had. And I have some great stories I love with my mother. That's my name.
You mentioned the name Taylor. Is there a Taylor in the room? Yes. Anybody named Taylor? Was somebody a tailor with like clothing?
Unknown.
Okay. And it came up Taylor. I was just going to say that. I was like, how can I word this about Taylor Swift?
Please no.
He said he wanted his music. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he wanted his music.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. He is not a Swiftie. All right. Well, you have been so much fun to chat with. We totally appreciate all of your communication. Thank you for taking time to talk to us. Thank you for explaining things.
Thank you for letting us in this house.
Yes, absolutely. It's gorgeous and it's beautiful. Your hospitality has been wonderful.
All we ask is that you stay here when we leave.
Yes, please. Like I'm rocking back and forth.
On a boat?
Huh?
Like on a boat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, do you guys feel it too?
I feel
I
it.
feel like I'm like doing this like
This way.
And they said ship earlier, which is weird. Okay. Do you remember me from when I was here the first time, like 12, 13 years ago?
Do you remember 12, 13 years ago?
It happened here.
It happened here. It did. I was
They
here.
said earlier times.
Is there time? They don't get affected by time.
They don't recognize time.
I was here a long time ago, to me, when there was other people that were living here. And it didn't look as pretty. I'm happy to see how beautiful they've made it. I hope you are enjoying it. Okay. I want to ask you a question. Can you reset the rods, please? What happened?
It's quiet.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you see us?
Colton.
Colton. Is there a Colton in here? I don't know. Okay. I'm like wavy. All right. Are you looking for Colton? Is Colton on this side, or is he over on your side? On your side.
Bathroom.
He's in the bathroom. Do you need somebody to go into the bathroom?
Hello?
Can you ask if there's somebody over here?
Can you show me where you're standing in the room? Are you in here? Can you show me where you are? Is it really cold?
They're taking over the chairs. They're taking over the chairs.
It's just
Oh, it's kind of cooler over here. Yeah. It wasn't earlier. It just happened. It was fine before. Oh, did you mean the chair?
Yeah, sit down.
My butt is cold. Leave my butt alone.
All right, does anybody want to ask a question?
We show as lights.
We show as lights.
Oh.
Did we see you earlier when we were talking about you upstairs?
What's up with these?
We kept bugging me too.
Did you hear us talking about the orbs that we saw?
Yes.
Was that you? Oh, okay, sorry. Can you reset for us? Was that you that we saw?
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you for showing yourself to us.
Yes.
I was in the room and I didn't see you, but other people did. Can you do it in this room?
Can you show us any lights in this room?
The camera is moving.
The camera is?
The camera was just moving. Like a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Which camera?
So this camera here.
Yeah.
So we're looking at ourselves right now.
Yeah.
It was literally like moving.
Oh. Can you move that round thing on top of the cabinet again? Can you move it?
So 1053.
Crocodile.
Crocodile. Well, I hope not. Is there any of you guys want to go to another room? What are you feeling?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Notice how we're just kind of moving.
I know.
They took over. Somebody's over. It was fine.
For the longest time, then all of a sudden it just got cold.
Interesting.
I don't know what room to go into because it seems like they just follow us around anyway.
Right. I know.
But Eugene is definitely in every single room you're going to. So.
He had brought that up earlier too, and I was like, yeah, could be.
Especially when they're
facing each other. Yes, kind of like a recipe for a portal or something.
How about you guys? Where do you guys want to go? And two floors we have.
We're gonna break away there because we're coming to the end of our show, Adam. We're just about done here already.
Which is good because my camera's about to die.
Is it? Well, you planned that well. No, I'm just kidding.
Just turned red.
Just turned red. It's saying that the show needs to end for the night. That's when the camera goes red. It means it's time to go. That's the old radio. No, that's never been.
It can give us another 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
That's all we're asking for here. But we'll still be able to hear you. So that's the main thing.
Oddly enough, though, just as we were wrapping out of there, it legitimately got chillier in here, and the room across from me got darker.
Well, that's something you'll have to deal with for the next hour when you finish up everything alone at that station. So,
like I said, I cannot wait to check that recorder.
Yeah, no, that should be good. I hope you get something. Let me know, and we'll put some time together for the show and play some of that off. As we are wrapping up here, I do want to just quickly do a few thank yous. Obviously, first and foremost, thank you to John and Norman at the 300 Clifton and Minneapolis Trolley Tours for letting us in here tonight, letting us go and do all of the investigation and giving us so much access to this place. Thank you both so very much for being so helpful and being just really great about all this. This place does not disappoint. And remember, folks, the 300 Clifton is a B&B, so you can get the rooms that you're seeing here tonight, apart from the master bedroom, you can actually book them for B&B. Also, Minneapolis Trolley Tours, they're run nightly. Go to minneapolistrolleytours.com, and there you can get on a number of different trolley tours. It's really exciting. It's very it's a lot of fun. We've done it a couple times, and it's a great tour, great narration, great visuals. It's so much fun. Do check it out. Also, I want to say just a thank you to Char, Lisa, AJ, Liz, for being here and helping set up and doing the investigation and everything else. You all are amazing and really made the show perfect tonight. Really amazing. Once again, they set up all the cameras tonight in the house, and it looks fantastic. And of course, I would like to thank Chad for giving us so much time tonight and being able to celebrate Halloween this way. I really appreciate it, and Chad always has our back for this show. So thank you, Chad, very much for giving us the entire evening to do this really cool investigation. So yeah, I mean that's about, that's where we're at. And as you can see down below, if you're watching us on Facebook, they're still investigating. They're going to do it for a little while longer. And I think Adam, you and I, even though we're not together, we're probably going to find a bite to eat somehow, because we haven't eaten all night. We haven't moved all night. So.
Yeah, but doing these is so well worth it, and I would like to echo thank you so very much, the owner of AM 950, Chad Larson, for the opportunity to do this. Second year in a row we've been able to do this. Thanks to your Myth and Mystery crew. Absolutely love that show. Thanks for having those folks on and introducing that to the AM 950 listening audience. Thank you so very much for that, Greg. That was a treat.
That was fun, and if you enjoyed that, let us know that if you were listening and you enjoyed Myth and Mystery and you'd like to hear it on again. Let us know. We'd love to know, and maybe turn it into something that airs on AM 950. We'd tool it a little bit more so it's not so much music and stuff, but there's certainly a lot of great stuff with that show. It's a very unique and fun atmosphere. So. Once again, we are not on tomorrow. We're going to take the night off. But once again, please consider going out to Rogue Buddha Gallery. I'm going to be speaking at 7 p.m. $10 suggested price to get in. We'll be talking about the paranormal. I'm going to be playing some recordings and talking about some experiences I've had. And then I'm going to be back on Monday. We're going to have the folks from Twin Cities Con joining us. We're going to talk about that. That's happening next week. I believe we have a table out there as well. So we're not done yet. Adam, I forgot to thank one more person. Thank you very much for everything tonight.
Very really much appreciated. Thank you so much for letting me tag along on these adventures.
Oh, no tagging along. You're wonderful. Everyone have a safe rest of Halloween. Have a safe weekend. Welcome to November. We'll see you Monday. Everyone have a great weekend.